everyone. We're back after a bit of a break. We're back with the crew of the Silence of the Spiritsong, heroes of Humblewood, heroes of the Dreamwood. It's been a long and windy campaign. Took a break over Christmas in January, and we are back to wrap this one up in this final episode of the campaign. It's been a while, so what I'll do is I'll do a very quick high-level recap of what happened till now. 1,000 years ago, a song called the Spiritsong was ushered into the Dreamwood through the through the sacrifice of a young child whose soul was trapped within the heart of the Johwa Evertree, but that pure soul was the source of the spirituality and the peace and the serenity that then ended the terrible necromantic wars at that time, banishing all of the undead and restoring peace and harmony for over 1,000 years within the Dreamwood. Almost now a distant memory, save for those few lore keeper and history keepers, the wardens of the Johwa Evertree, who recall that sacrifice. And it was only recently that that same Spiritsong has been destroyed. The heart knot that held that pure soul was stolen and broken, releasing that soul into the world. With the Spiritsong silenced, fear, anxiety, dread started to creep through the Dreamwood, and the dead began to return. And as our heroes become embroiled and entangled within the various happenings throughout the Dreamwood, these encounters, rescuing children, encountering lost relatives, you are drawn deeper and deeper into this story and find yourselves now the Dreamwood's last best hope to restore peace once more. Through your journeys, through your investigations, you uncovered that Kraumein, the great necromancer who started the necromantic wars over 1,000 years ago, has returned and has found a way to silence the Spiritsong through agents and spies and those who he managed to twist into believing that the days of the Dreamwood have passed and the era of nightmares should be ushered into instead. These individuals, unfortunately, some of them friends and relatives of our heroes themselves. A number of you throughout this campaign have lost loved ones, family, friends, and now they too rise against you, members of Kraumein's undead army. Through the Dreamwood, you chased him, tracked him down, and all the way to the Outer Isles, where Harlow, many of your family secrets were revealed. Some still a mystery. But at long last, you understand, or came to understand, what Kraumein's ultimate goal was. And that was to corrupt the Johwa Evertree itself by implanting his own soul within it and thereby achieving immortality and complete dominion over the Dreamwood. So here we are in the last episode of this campaign. This is your last chance to stop him. The ritual is underway. Johwa, the Evertree, as well as the Tangle and those who live beneath its great boughs, are under assault from undead armies. You all have something and someone to lose in this fight, should you fail. So that is my 50,000 foot summary of what's going on here. Skimmed over a lot of things, obviously, but I'd like to take this opportunity before we get into this final fight to go through each one of you and ask, where is your character's headspace at? What has brought them here? What is on the line for them? And I'm going to make my way from right to left. So Soto.
Oh no, it's me first. Okay. So I have been thinking about this. I think that Soto's journey has been one that has definitely centered on you don't fully appreciate what you have/had until it's gone. He came from a family and place of privilege, but because of misunderstood feelings and youth, decided to leave that, make his own way, and live his own life in the down below, where distancing himself from all of his siblings. Then he met Merle, his partner, and they decided to adopt children. And things were good. Things were happy for quite a long time until his one sister that he wasn't estranged from paid him a visit, and that set off this entire journey that we've all been on together. And since then, he's well, I'm blanking out here, but he's regained contact with some of his family members and just when they were beginning to reconcile, he lost his older brother. Another side quest tangent that they've been on is rescuing his daughter Ruth on many occasions. And in the end, in the last event that we had with her spirit has been broken and she has been altered from the once fun-loving and cheerful child that she used to be. And because of all that, his partner now has some doubts and some animosity as well. So anyway, this is going on way too long. But the point is that he has lost a lot, and it's taken a lot for him to get here and to trust others and make sense of any of this. But I think I'll go back to what I had him say in a session from quite a few sessions ago. I had him say that he wants everyone to know that your blood does not become you. So he is trying to make certain of that and follow through on that. And I'm sorry, that was not very eloquent at all, but I'll pass it on to the next person.
That was excellent. Actually, before we do that, I think you touched on something really important here. Your daughter Ruth.
Yes.
She was central in a large part of this story.
Yes.
And there was an opportunity at one point where the Spiritsong, the dying spirit of Koji, could have been transferred to your daughter. I forgot to mention
that. He could have, saved the entire world and avoided this entire situation by just sacrificing his daughter, but he decided not to. So now we're basically in this situation. Yeah, it's a thing that he did.
That was a choice.
That was a choice that he made, yes.
And I think by the nodding heads that I'm seeing, it was a choice agreed upon by everyone. It really wasn't a choice as far as I think most of you were concerned.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. That was very important.
All right. Next up, we have Old Bog.
Oh, man. Old Bog's life's been over for a pretty long time. He threw it all away when he knocked up his girlfriend, did the wrong thing, and turned out to be quite a deadbeat dad. So, been wrestling with that for a really long time, and And just within the events recently of the story, he reconciled with his daughter, only to lose her to this evil that's overtaken the land. While his hometown burned to the ground, he lost his daughter, which was pretty much the central point of his life. But what keeps him going is his friends at the vat, Winnie, and doing her right. And Old Bog, doesn't really know what love is, but he's still close with the baby mama, Cassie. And I'm looking at Meatball there. He doesn't deserve to die. So Old Bog's got a little fight left in him, and he's going to leave it all on the field here. So, glory days.
And who could forget High Queen Gritara Steel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's my side girl. Took a liking to me. I don't know, but yeah, that was fun.
All right. Thanks, Old Bug. And next up, we have Kokoro.
Hello. It's been a minute. Kokoro. Let's see. Man, never really thought he would have gotten dragged into all of this. I feel like most of his ideals have been surrounded around freedom of being, freedom of expression, freedom of responsibilities, freedom of expectations. But funnily enough, he got dragged into something that might be like the freedom of all Dreamwood. So to him, this goes probably a lot deeper than purpose, because he's been struggling with purpose, besides just going day to day. So finding a group of people that he's been able to bond with and finally like care for somebody else, like kind of other than himself and his well-being, puts him a little out of his comfort zone, but also kind of puts a little pep in his step to try to make a difference. So that's kind of where his mind/arc has gone so far, in my opinion. Definitely a funny dude. Love him to pieces. Getting into lots of shenanigans, but I think we're entering shenanigan-free zone. Maybe. We'll see.
I have a question for Kokoro, though. Like, how has he felt with the weight of his ancestry? The fact that everyone looks upon you as...
I think that's something that he wasn't aware of. So it's not like something that like he's carried with him for a long time, but now that it's come to light, it's not something that he's proud of. And it's unfortunate that he, as much as he values freedom, like he doesn't really have the freedom to not have that as his ancestry, right? Can't just claim not to come from where I come from. So it's just seeing if we can try to paint the picture the other way, as far as, kind of like Soto said it best, right? Like your blood doesn't become you. It's not where I came from, is who I am, and what I do with that.
Nice. Kokoro, I feel like your character is kind of torn between two worlds. It's not really torn. You know which way you want to go, but you have your ancestry and your family and all that history kind of trying to pull you in one direction there. But I think you found a new family here. And I think that's mainly kept you a bit more balanced than maybe you would have been on your own.
100%. Yeah. If all of this would have happened without people, I don't even know. I probably would just run away. Like, and just kind of keep running away from problems and from responsibilities and things. So like being with this group of people who have taken responsibilities like for their own actions and past, present, and future, like has kind of given me the inspiration and courage to kind of step up into that role as well. R.I.P. Big Hoot.
All
For sure.
right. Next up, Harlow.
All right, so Harlow has been on a bit of a journey, for sure. She was raised in the Yingjing outpost with no knowledge of her early childhood. She couldn't remember anything. She was pretty naive, despite being well learned. She spent her life studying there and listening to stories about adventures, but never having any of her own, or even traveling to the out islands or further than the docks. She was raised by a very cold and disapproving master. She was, I mean, it didn't dull her shine, but she learned to take criticism as approval and as support to always get better and just keep working harder. And that will be what works, what impresses people or proves herself to others. And until a string of odd circumstances with Edwin disappearing all of a sudden and then being sent away by her master, she realized she didn't understand, like, even that small world that she thought she knew so well. So she was really disoriented by that. But yeah, through traveling with this group, she started to sort of see what friendship and family are meant to look like, despite all of us coming from some pretty complex families. The relationships that were built in this group and that some of you guys had with your families, Harlow saw, what is that supposed to be? Like visiting Soto and his family and his children, all those children being so loved and having all these small moments at home. Her first instinct was to like withdraw from that and pull away, and seeing how much Bog, who even was estranged from his family, loved them so dearly and would do anything to protect them, those things changed the way that she saw bonds. Her previous values in life were like, we should always just learn everything possible above all else. Achieving her own goals will solve all of her problems and be good for the world. Those things stopped being true for her. She learned through being with you all when practicality and those self-serving ideals are destructive, like even to herself. And becoming close with Enid. Enid is a little bit older, but she has the same enthusiasm for learning as Harlow does. So it created this sort of opportunity for Harlow to slow down and truly confide in someone, not just discuss their studies. And through that, she started to like build her first like real friendship with someone who could be a peer. And then she built a really important relationship, in her opinion, with Soto too, because their kind of journeys paralleled each other. Soto's trying so hard to protect his children and feeling like he's failing, where Harlow had never had to protect anything and is suddenly in a position of having to protect on their behalf, having to leave Soto in danger during the first, like the second, I guess, Pookie fight at the waterfall was changed her for sure, because she knew that that's what Soto would want, would be to protect Ruth. But it meant maybe losing Soto, and that was a game changer for Harlow for sure. And then in the fight with the vampiric mist, overcompensating for all those things that had happened, overcompensating for being so thoroughly like dressed down by the queen and charging into this fight and trying to keep the danger away from her friends. She isolated herself in that conflict, and it led to her death. And she only was saved kind of miraculously. But she's come back with sort of a more balanced idea of like, you have to balance that directness with action, with protectiveness and curiosity. So coming back, trying to let go of her fear that's been propelling her so long, and valuing those bonds she has with the party, but not letting any of those things hold her back from what they're trying to do now for the best of the world now.
Thank you. That was awesome. And finally, last, certainly not least, Enid.
I think Enid's just always. She's just always been in search of the magic she felt in the streets of Datura when she was a kid, and outgrowing even that magic and into the Luminarium and realizing that that magic was tainted by bureaucracy and decisions of people higher than herself. And slowly just becoming more and more embittered and betrayed by people not seeing eye to eye with her in places that she thought would be a place where she belonged. And then being exiled to the Yixing outpost and meeting Harlow, and I think at first being really taken aback by seeing that innocent belief in magic again, and somehow that being really painful for her to see that and know what happens later. And then slowly building kind of this protectiveness over Harlow, but also seeing her as a peer. I don't think she really realizes the things that she has learned from Harlow. She's just learned them. And then I think just being thrust into this whole adventure and then still feeling so out of control of the circumstances and how she fits in or how she can make things better. And, you know, she's just lost so much, her family, and then Thadric. I think now she's just kind of at this point of not really knowing if that magic really exists, or if the magic that she has done has been good enough, or if it'll just continue to be thwarted or decided over outside of her control. I think that's just kind of where she is right now.
Thank you. So a lot of trauma, a lot of tragedy, a lot of doubt, a lot of exploration, both of the Dreamwood and within yourselves, as we come to the conclusion of this story. And despite all of the trials that you have experienced and gone through, both individually and as a group, you've made it this far. You did not relent. You made difficult choices, and you moved on. But now we're at the point where the rubber hits the road, and all of the efforts that you have put in throughout this campaign come to a head. This is the moment where things matter most. This is the moment that will decide the future of the Dreamwood for yourselves and everyone that you love and care about. For if this ritual completes, the Dreamwood will forever be plunged into a land of nightmare, ruled under Kraumein and his undead minions. There likely would not be any room for life here. Soto, Merle, your children, cowering in the down below right now, gone. Old Bog, you've already lost Daisy. But Cassie, Winnie, Meatball, even Meatball, and his annoying kid. All gone. Caesar, you've been kind of a lone, sorry, not Caesar, Kokoro, my mistake. You've been kind of a lone wolf in this. Your family, you've already kind of distanced yourself from your biological family, your ancestry, your history, and found a new family here. And you've taken their troubles on as your own. And you found meaning, I think, in that. Harlow, you've lost your parents, and probably the most traumatic way, you've killed them both yourself in a sense. You can't help but be changed from something like that. And you know all the things that your parents fought for, were trying to discover and bring to light, and as perhaps a beacon of light or hope within the Dreamwood. All that would be snuffed out in a moment if the ritual is completed. And Enid, despite the sense of betrayal that you had and the lack of sense of belonging, perhaps, that you thought you could have found within the halls of the Luminarium, you did find an unlikely friend in the end. Kieran, who you thought was your rival, but perhaps was just another pawn in this game, who paid the ultimate price for it in the end to help you out, along with your mentor, Thadric, and Celine, the last of the Order of Balance, sent down deep within the terrible ruins of your home city to stop whatever evil might try to be emerging from within it, at great risk to themselves and perhaps their own lives. So here we are. You're back at the Johwa Evertree. At its gate, you see Witherroot, the ancient treant necromancer who was responsible for the initial Spiritsong, had a change of heart in the necromantic wars, realized its destruction and the evil that Kraumein wielded the undead with, and aimed to put a stop to it by creating the Spiritsong. Obviously, a great sacrifice for the soul of a young, innocent child was the price to pay for it. And reluctant to pay that price once again, he kind of shifted that burden on to the five of you. And in this final moment, he stands at the entrance to the heart of the Johwa Evertree and heals you of your wounds, gives what little assistance he can provide before you face your final challenge, as he and Freeleaf, along with Captain Varla of the Wardens and Elder Miko, the last of the elders, defends the entrance from the hordes of undead trying to stop you. So here we are within the inner sanctum. On the far end of this chamber, you see Bad Pookie Monster. Once the toy of Koji's, now turned into some monstrous aberration, entangled within the boughs and roots of the Johwa Evertree, ready to receive the soul of Kraumein, who currently inhabits Professor Silverberry's body. You know through your trip to the Outer Isles that Professor Silverberry's soul is trapped someplace, likely in some container somewhere, not too far from him, because they need to be close to one another. So you know that that container's somewhere around here. But the ritual to corrupt the Dreamwood, the ritual to corrupt the Johwa Evertree has started. You have 5 rounds to stop it. If you fail to stop it within those 5 rounds, the Dreamwood is lost. and you will all perish along with everyone you ever loved. 5 rounds. Now you have standing between you and achieving your goal an array of allies of Kraumein who he has mustered by his side, once former friends, colleagues, family of your own, who now stand against you, corrupted by Kraumein's power, evil. They will stop at nothing to prevent you from achieving your goals. On top of that, those who have passed, those close to you or important to the story, have risen, summoned once more by Kraumein to stand against you. Old Bog, your daughter Daisy stands there. Enid, your frenemy Kieran, brought back from the dead. Soto, your beloved sister Delilah, brought back from the dead to stop you. And one of the fallen elders, Elder Lily, probably the gentlest of the 3 elders, who was murdered here within the Dreamwood, within the Johwa Evertree itself, as she attempted to help you. That's what stands against you. Now, the other option, as we mentioned just before we went to air, is that you have the ability, Enid, you have within your possession Ritual of the Spiritsong. You can reinstate the Spiritsong at this point as well. And perhaps if you can do that before the Ebonchant is completed, you might be able to banish all these undead creatures, including Kraumein. Perhaps that's an option too. So you have a number of options. You can outright try and stop by whatever means possible this ritual. Go ahead and try and create your own ritual of Spiritsong. However, it too requires a sacrifice, like the first one, but maybe different, since you don't have an innocent with you at this time. There must be something else that must be sacrificed, perhaps, in its stead. Those are really your only 2 options at this point. Are you guys clear on what the mission is? And for those who might be watching an hour later, I did warn all the players that this is a very difficult fight. High chance of failure. And we will be using a modified death roll, taking a little bit of Daggerheart and bringing this in here. That if they go down, they have the choice to go out in a blaze of glory, and they can choose to perform one action with a critical success, whether that's an attack, a spell, or whatever else. That they would go out in a blaze of glory, but they would not be able to come back. That would be the end for their character by choosing this action. Okay. All right. Are you all clear? Are you ready?
I have a quick mechanical question.
Sure.
Not to interrupt the somberness of the moment, but just logistically, scrolls that have a reaction casting time, how do you want me to use those?
I'm going to bend the rules a little bit and just say Enid has all the scrolls just kind of bundled in her in her arms here, and if you want to cast one as a reaction, you can do that. It'll be just like a spell.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh, I want to double check one thing too. The magic jar, we were told it has Silverberry's soul in it, and Kraumein is connected to it. If we damage it, then Silverberry is gone. If we get it outside of 100 meters from Kraumein, it disconnects him from it, but they both die. Is that right?
They would likely both die. Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So that was something else we discussed at the end of last session, is that if you do go for the magic jar that contains Silverberry's soul, you would destroy both him and Kraumein. The only way to save Silverberry is to get his soul back into his own body. Okay. So just to set the scene, I'll bring you to the battle map. So, Pookie Monster is already bound. He's restrained by the roots of the Johwa Evertree. As part of the ritual, Kraumein, in Silverberry's form, basically sits within a chest cavity of old Pookie, a bad Pookie Monster. So the only way you can get to Kraumein is through this construct of Pookie Monster, who itself is being pushed, almost drawn into the tree as part of the ritual. After 5 rounds, he will be unreachable, and the Johwa Evertree will now be the Kraumein death tree. so whatever you want to call it. So that's what you have to stop.
So Kraumein is in Pookie like Krang?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obscure reference, but nice.
Oh,
Yes.
I got it.
All right. So here we go. I'm going to start combat by getting you all into.
Do we get time to prep and do stuff or no?
Yes, actually, before we do that, you did, Kokoro, you cast mirror image on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that you wanted to leave Edwin outside. You don't want to have him part of this fight.
Yeah, he's unconscious, right?
Yes.
Then he couldn't fight anyway, correct?
What I'll allow is this, because it's such a difficult fight. If you want Edwin in the fight, I can have Witherroot restore him to full health. And
If he
part of
healed
this
all
fight.
of us, then maybe he could have healed that one too.
Yep, he could.
If Edwin is healed and conscious, then he can come if he
All right.
wants to. Yes. I wouldn't stop him, but
All right.
he's a grown up.
He is in the fight then.
Okay.
All right.
He would not leave your side.
Okay.
Not in a million years.
I also want to use my mage hand cantrip to set it invisibly. I can cast without being detected. I don't have to say anything or move my hands or anything, and it's invisible. So just want to have it available within 30 feet of me. So it would be like kind of right by Ratchetstell.
Okay, you won't be able to cast any spells like that or move any mage hands inside just yet, because you guys I'm gonna have you guys all prepare outside.
Okay, so it could
And
just
then-
come in with us, sort of a thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I have another question. Sorry.
Mhm.
So Pookie is restrained, like he cannot move.
He has the restrained condition. So attacks on him are with advantage.
Right, but my question is like, can Pookie also take actions?
Pookie itself is basically just a hit point punching bag at this point. However, Kraumein, who's kind of
So-
sitting in
so
his
he-
chest cavity, has ability to act.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting.
All right, any other questions for?
I mean, it'll be more in-game stuff, I guess, depending how the ritual is. Is the ritual going to be similar to like the Koji Ruth transference thing, or is it different?
Whoa, that hand is crazy.
Kind of the same. It's a little big. I have to reduce the size. Sorry. There we go.
Oh, not complaining.
I thought it was appropriate.
Super Smash Bros. Doo, doo, doo,
There we go.
Yeah.
doo, 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 doo. Crazy.
Yeah, so that is something you're gonna have to find out in game.
Okay.
You know it's 5 verses, 1 verse per round, and it's done.
Okay.
What else? Did you want Theodore, the scout, with you guys?
I think we need all hands on deck here.
Okay. Just so you guys are aware, both Edwin and the scout, or Theodore, are like CR half characters, so they're not very tough.
Every little bit counts.
Okay, all right.
Really good of the wood.
Yeah, they
Anything else
can
you
just
guys?
stay at the back. They're ranged, right? Both
Yeah.
of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put Edwin back there then.
Tickle whoever's concentrating on stuff.
All right. Anything else you
Oh.
guys want to prepare before you go in?
How big is this room?
It's if you look at it, it is
60 feet
roughly
across?
50 feet in diameter.
50 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You guys all set?
Okay, I'll ask my question anyway. If I want Soto to look in the pouch, can I do that now, or do I have to do
Yes.
that later? Okay,
You
I
can do
that
it now.
Okay. Yes, I would like Soto to look in the pouch, please.
All right. So this is the pouch that your brother gave you
Correct.
as he sacrificed himself to make sure that you can escape the trap that was set for you on the outer isles.
Yeah, it was the soup.
It was a soup. And in it you find a note
No. Oh, okay. No.
from your brother.
Okay.
Big who?
And it says it is written from Ulusar, your older
Okay.
brother. And it says, I even had this written out. 1 second, let me see. Hold on.
I'll give context to the people while you're doing that. Hello, people. So Ulusar was Soto's older brother and was a very beloved member of our party for a short time. However, he ate some bad soup, which was part of an illusion, and sadly passed away. Even though Soto begged and pleaded for him to escort them or come with them through the portal that was getting them out of that situation. However, he was too wounded, too debilitated, and didn't want to come. So it ended up being a sacrifice. So but he said, I'm going to give you this, and it was for happier days. So I'm having Soto look at it now, because it could, I don't know what it could be, but we'll see.
All right. It says, to my brother Soto, I'm not much for words, as you know. Never have been. Philowan was always been better at that. But I needed to put this down. No messenger, no distractions, just me telling you what's been on my mind. I've carried the weight of our past for too long, and it's time I did something about it. When we were younger, I let you down. I didn't stand by you when you needed me most. I was too focused on what I thought was right, what our family thought was right, and I let my own pride blind me to what really mattered. You are my brother, Soto. You always have been, even when you turned your back on us. And if I'm honest, I think you're braver than the rest of us. You didn't let your struggles break you. You forged your own path. It took me a long time to see it, but I'm proud of the owl you've become. Fighting by your side again has been a gift I didn't realize I needed. You are strong in ways I'll never be, and I want you to know that I see that now. The boots in this pouch are something I've been working on for you. Well, we, Elder Miko and Professor Zuko, lent their wisdom, but the feathers are mine, crafted for you. They're not just to give you flight, Soto. They're to remind you that no matter how far you've gone, no matter where you choose to go next, that I'll always be with you. Always. I hope you'll accept them, not as an apology, but as a promise. A promise that this time I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere.
Oh,
My brother.
come on!
Oh, sorry.
Oh!
Turning gun. I do want to do one last thing before we go in.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna hold Bat Lady's hand and tell her that I think this is doable. If we work together, and I'm gonna give her a bardic, and then I'm gonna look at Stool Guy, and I'm just gonna tell him to fuck my parents up, especially my dad, and I'm gonna give him Gift of Alacrity.
Ooh, what's that?
Go ahead.
So you get a D8 to your initiative roll.
Sweet.
Alright. Hold on. Is that a spell?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna cast it on Old Bog for you, just so we have that effect.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, and for some reason it didn't work. 1 second, let me see if I can get this on you. Oh, it changed. Oh no, I lost my plugin. Okay, we'll deal with that later then. So you have a Gift of Alacrity, Old Bog. You're just gonna have to remember that. And sorry, who did you give the bardic to?
Riley.
Enid. All right.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm just going to check one thing for a second here. I didn't realize there was an update to one of the plugins. It looks like it got disabled. No, it's on. I can't see it. Odd. All right. 1 second. Bear with me. I'll figure this out.
You got it.
I can't just open the door, so I'm just gonna close that one.
Okay. Okay. This is weird. Okay. I think this is a bug in the module. Shouldn't have updated. Okay, so we'll have to remember that bardic. Unfortunately, the convenient effects module that I was using to control that stuff seems to have disappeared on me. All right. Try to reload. Maybe that's. Nope, it's gone. All right, so what we'll do is just remember what you got, and we'll just have to.
I'll track it. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll remind it.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative then, guys.
Old Bog, you have 1d8 for Gift of Alacrity.
Yep.
Thank you for the winged boots, Andrew, and for the emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Oh no.
Yo.
come
Oh my god.
Seriously? Oh,
Alright.
that's a good start for me.
We got
So
some
as you,
low rolls here, people.
yeah,
We're
damn
like
it, man,
fighting for lowest.
your scout beat you all. Like what the?
That's funny.
He's very motivated. He went in
Yeah,
first.
He's in it.
Hold on, wait. You got a D8 to your initiative. So go
I
ahead
did.
and
I
roll
rolled I rolled a 3. If you can add a 3 to whatever I got.
10?
There you go.
Total?
Old Bog, you are first.
No.
What?
Wait,
For reals?
You are first for reals.
All right. Are we starting?
You're starting. You just kind of rush into this room. You see
That
the ritual
first.
underway, and
my
you
dad.
see arrayed against you these folks in front of you, along with some spirit undead.
All right. Old Bog will run in, jump on this table.
Get bogged.
He will snort and stomp his foot, and he'll raise his new nifty toy Staff of the Rooted Hills, and I will cast Hold Person on Kraumein as my action. DC 12.
All right. Sorry, I see your hand up, Caesar.
I missed like. I keep thinking that's like to move the mat. Nah.
Person.
Ooh.
He is held.
Holy shit.
Oh!
Holy shit. Old
Bog is bogging.
Person on a fail is paralyzed. Right? And paralyzed is, I was just reading it and I'm like, I gotta try to do this first and just hope for a bad roll. Paralyzed is well, you can look it up, but it's pretty massive. He can't do shit.
He can't do shit.
All right, and I will action surge, dodge, burn my action surge early, and dodge.
All right. Alrighty. That brings us to Tsuyoki. This is your mother,
Mm-hmm.
Kokoro. She stands next to your father, looking directly at you, Kokoro.
Which one of me?
Which one of you? Hold on. Target 3 creatures. That's a good question now. Now that you have a mirror image up, she wants to cast a spell that targets you. How does mirror image work? Does it?
I roll, and then if I roll, so each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, so it has to be an attack, I guess.
Yeah, this is not a spell attack. This is a spell effect. So I think you would be.
Yeah, I think it's more to dodge physical stuff than anything else. So.
Okay.
So would she know that?
Target you, target Old Bog, and Soto, just because you're closest to her.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
There we go. 3 of you, and she's going to bane the 3 of you.
Oh.
What's the save on that?
Oh, you're too far. She has to step up a little bit, 5 feet. Try that again. There we go. It is a DC 13 charisma save.
Okay.
Oh, did I just click off of it?
And it failed.
Ooh.
Did Bog miss it by 1, huh?
Bog missed it by 1.
Shit.
Can't out-riz the Rizzler, Mom.
Oh.
I didn't notice you had a -1 on it and you rolled a 13. I was so excited for a second.
And that is her action. She says, Kokoro. And she waves her hand, and you can hear her words kind of echo through your mind more than verbally. Stop this madness. You cannot resist this power.
Can I reply? Or no? Or just hear her voice?
You just hear her voice as she banes you.
Okay.
Kokoro,
Well, I
you
said-
resisted, so you're not Bane, but Soto and Old Bog are. That brings us to Theodore. I'll let you decide who do you want Theodore to hit.
Who, me?
Actually, I'll let Old Bog because Theodore is from the High Queen. The High Queen is your side girl there. So
Who just banged us? Sioki?
Tsuyogi.
Tsuyoki, yeah.
Yeah, I'll point to her.
Okay.
True.
All right. Going after Kokoro's mom.
Let's go!
Let's go!
That
Jeez.
big Teddy energy. Big Teddy.
Oh my gosh! And the Bane drops.
Ah!
Oh, let's go!
And he gets a second shot.
Oh my god.
Nice work.
Big Teddy.
Let's go, Rando Theodore.
All right. Yeah. Kokoro, you used to see two arrows go flying past your head, and the first one hits your mother like straight in the chest, and she reels backwards. She loses focus on the spell that she's trying to hold over Soto and Old Bog, and as she reels back, the second arrow kind of hits her shoulder and she spins around. How does this make Kokoro feel?
A little sad because I think my mom is kind of one of these like silent prisoners type of situations in here. Like she's just kind of doing it because of culture and like, you know, the man dictates and like she must follow type of thing. I think if she had a chance to like step out without any fault or penalty, I think she would. So I'm not like the most excited, but she's also a grown-ass woman and has made her choices. So yep.
All right. Harlow, who do you want Edwin to shoot?
I think he would probably want to provide cover as much as possible, but since we're not engaged with anyone else in particular yet, he might go for Sioki as well, just to keep like the ranged going and be effective.
All right.
Oh my god.
Let's
Yo.
go. They're incredible.
All right.
NPCs for the win.
Yeah, these are gonna carry.
You see with this last arrow just kind of strike through your mother's neck, Kokoro,
Ooh, damn, she got no HP.
and she's down. Her blood
Damn.
spraying over the dirt floor of this room. That was the first arrow. Edwin has another shot. Who do you want?
Okay. Then he'll probably go the other way. Who's closest? Elder Lily.
All right. Okay. Because Elder Lily is almost like in a spectral form of herself, she is resistant to physical damage, so she only takes half of that. All right, but your two archer dudes in the back there
Will work.
doing their work, doing their job. Kieran will now go. Kieran moves to you, Enid. And as the spectral form of Kieran approaches, you notice it's kind of they're kind of wispy and black, and you can kind of see like little trails of tendrils almost of some necrotic energy trailing after it as Kieran reaches for you, and as they do so, you notice that their hands are now forming these grotesque claws, and their beak. Do they have a beak or a mouth? Beak wide open and inside lined with razor sharp teeth as it comes for you. And misses. Right. That Pookie monster's not doing a whole lot of anything. Kokoro, that brings us to you.
Okay. I am going to try to take a risk here and assessing the people in this room from what I know. I mean, I don't know too much about Philowan and Rachisto, but like as far as like physical prowess, who do I think is the most from what I know?
Physically capable?
Yeah, it's like
likely Scarlet.
Scarlet would be that bitch. Okay. Yeah, probably. Okay, so pretty sure I can do all of this exactly from where I am at. Oh yeah. And I'm going to bonus action use a bardic inspiration to use unsettling words on Scarlet.
Okay.
Meaning that she's got to subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start of my next turn. And I'm going to tell her, how do you feel not being the one in control? And cast Crown of Madness on Scarlet.
Okay.
Okay, how do I target again?
T.
T. Cover over the, or select, yep, got it.
Got that, and then I cannot maintain concentrations on more effects. What am I concentrating on?
Mirror image.
Son of a bitch. That would be is that concentration? It doesn't. No, it's not concentration.
Mirror image is not concentration?
No.
Hold on.
But to slap some plugins right now.
Oh, it's not. So what? Let me see what effects here. I don't know what you're concentrating on. I'll get rid of it.
Being awesome.
I'm gonna check maybe Gift of Alacrity. No, that one's also not concentration. Yeah, I'm not concentrating on anything.
Okay.
Cool. So Crown of Madness on that hoe. And then she needs to do a check, but then also minus 1d8 from the unsettling words.
-2, 17.
I'm assuming that still passes because I'm level 5.
Your DC is 15.
It's unfortunate. Okay. I am going to move in front of Harlow, though. And that'll end my turn. She got lucky.
And because the Crown of Madness didn't take, I guess you're not concentrating on it?
I'm not concentrating on it, nope.
All right.
Just a wasted spell slot.
Okay. Enid, you're up.
I'm gonna scramble under the table.
Okay.
Just like, I'll take the attack of opportunity if Kieran has one.
Yes, they certainly do.
I'll scramble, though.
But I'm gonna scramble under the table. That hurts. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna cast shield.
Fair.
I don't know if that helps. But it's up.
Yep, that still hit, unfortunately.
No, that's okay. It was a high roll.
Yeah. All right. So wow, that took a chunk of your HP out.
Yeah, it did. Scramble under the table, scrolls go everywhere. And I just open the book and I start singing the ritual.
Okay. All right. So you ignoring Kieran trying to claw at your face with this necrotic energy, and as you run, you just feel something burn across your back that lashes out at you as you run into the center of the room. You can. It's almost like it's draining your soul from you as it rakes its claw across your back. You make your way under the table. All the scrolls go spilling out in front of you. You find the one with the ritual. You start to sing it. As you do so, you see little shoots of vines and tendrils kind of rising up from the earth around you. The ritual has started. All right. That brings us to your father, Kokoro. He looks briefly down at your fallen mother, still bleeding out on the ground next to him. And you can see, as he turns his gaze back at you, Kokoro, pure fury.
I'll tell him, you did this. This is your fault. And you'll just hear me echo it in all my mirror images. You did this. This is your fault. You did this. This is your fault.
But because it was these archers back here that did the killing, he's going to target them first.
Oh, no.
Makes sense.
He has to move up a little bit to get there. He'll step over his dead wife. Cast a witch bolt on him.
Disrespect.
What? Hold on, how far is he? Nice, go a little more. Wow. Short range spells, man. No. All right. Well, that's a miss. All right. These bad guys are sucking. All right, Rashta.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure this is what we call a fair fight.
All right. Rashta
Great.
sees that Kraumein is held, paralyzed by the power of old Bog's big stick.
That's what the queen
And-
said too.
True.
And she will cast Dispel Magic to remove that effect on Kraumein.
I don't have counterspell. Can't do that.
You like that.
I am a bard.
He's no longer paralyzed.
That changes things.
Can
All right.
just quick question. I do have counterspell. Would you count that? Could I try?
You certainly can try. Yeah, you're certainly within range. Do you want to counterspell it?
I'm gonna try to counterspell that.
All right.
So that's a D10 plus.
Yeah, just give me 1 second here. I think.
Is this spell magic? If this is spell magic is level 3, just outright nulls it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it is. So it's just you spell it. He's still paralyzed.
Go, fat lady.
Counter it.
That was my only counterspell though, guys. So
Okay, it was worth it.
Worth
As
it.
much- we have to be.
All
We
right.
have to be in the
Worth it.
positive when it comes to the rounds.
Yep.
And that
Actually,
puts us at
still-
least +1.
Rashta attempts to dispel the magic, binding her master Enid from beneath the tables as you're executing this ritual, which will only take your action to reset. You still have your bonus action and your reactions, so you can use those. So using your reaction, you see her casting the spell of dispelling. You interrupt it, but then she sees you interrupting it, and with a snap of her fingers, she'll counterspell your counterspell.
Ah!
No!
But you just burned her 2 third-level slots there.
Nice.
All right.
All right. But Kraumein is no longer
Held. Worth.
It's now Delilah's turn.
No, it's not.
Delilah comes towards you, Soto. Soto, in this strange, ethereal voice. Come, let me embrace you in the cold arms of death. And she will try to pull you into her realm of death with her.
That's understandable.
How did they miss?
However,
Oh my gosh, that
Whoa.
damage would have been crazy.
damage would What?
Holy cow.
Oh,
have
wow.
to-
Wow.
Oh man, these rolls are crazy. Okay, it is now Scarlet's turn. Scarlet pulls her cloak about her. Disappears.
Miss Johansson is gone.
Concerning.
All right, and that brings us to Philowan. Philowan, where are you guys all? Okay. Now, the last time you saw Philowan, he pulled some weird ass shit on you, things that you did not know he could do. He turned into a snake, for starters.
Yeah, he's a spellcaster now, apparently.
Apparently, he has been learning the ways of druidcraft.
Oh no.
And as Enid, as you're under this table and you're summoning forth these tendrils from the ground, and this little back and forth with counter spells happens, you suddenly feel the earth like a tremor beneath you. And it gets stronger and stronger until this whole room seems to be shaking. Dust falls from the ceiling. Broken bits of branches and wood start collapsing as Philowan casts Erupting Earth.
Oh no. I liked it better when he was a diplomat.
All right, and that is he's going to try and disrupt you and old Bog on the table. Hold on, before I do that, I gotta get rid of some of these things here.
3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed save?
Yep.
Oh, he's not messing around.
Bog
Cannot
was
have-
bonus action dodging. Hopefully that helps on the deck save.
That's a good question. I don't know if that does or not. We'll find out. All right. I'm gonna hit.
Yeah, advantage on deck saves when dodging.
Oh, nice.
All right, go ahead and make your rolls.
So the poppy uppy thing, can I add my bardic in this pop-up?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think you might have to add it later.
You got this.
I don't know if the bardic's gonna even.
All right, go ahead and roll your bardic.
What is it?
A D6? Oh no,
D6?
it's a D8. D8, yeah.
8 plus 5 is a 13, and your DC was 12. so you'll only take the half damage. So I'll
Oh,
undo
so
the
it did
damage.
help. Bardic did help.
Bardic did help.
All right.
So did
I'll
the
undo-
dodge. So
So
I
did the
take
dodge.
11.
Yeah, it's good.
I take 11.
This
All
would
right.
also affect Scarlet if she was still in that cube, right?
It would.
Unless you moved.
Yeah, we don't know.
What about Conjuro?
And he was not. It was just basically centered directly on the table.
Yeah.
And that area now where Enid and Old Baga is considered difficult terrain as the earth all around you has been churned up.
I guess that's good and bad.
Should I then make a concentration
Are you concentrating on something?
ritual?
No, that's not a concentration. You're good. As long as you spend your action every round reciting the next verse, that's fine. Harlow, you're up.
Gotta protect her girl.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to attack. And let me just see if I have to move up a little bit. So I'll move up to here, I guess. And I'm gonna target, I guess, Philoan.
I give you full permission.
Okay, so I'm gonna, because of quick draw, I can use my bonus action to do this. Yo.
Oh, why is it a disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
What's the range?
It should be 30 feet. I thought that I moved myself into. Maybe I'm not.
35,
Should I have moved
35
up
feet.
one? Oh, okay, I just didn't count it right.
Okay, so yeah, bring yourself 5 feet forward and roll again.
Okay. Whoops. Sorry.
No worries.
Excuse me, sorry.
All right, I'm gonna use this. Oh, okay, so this doesn't work. Never mind.
And then I'm going to use my action to move the mage hand forward, like 30 feet the other side of the table, like where Scarlet was.
Okay.
I don't think I can move it, though.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good. And I'll
All right.
leave it there.
Philoan did not use his reaction. Can't. It's only that spiny shield is only good for melee attacks.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from Harlow?
Nope, that's everything.
All right, Soto, you're up.
Okay. Well, Soto can fly now. That's cool. Which is very ironic because, this whole time he hasn't. So funny it's happening now. I want to. Would I be able to fly? I don't really know. Just above, like maybe 10 feet above where Old Bog is. Just fly like right here.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna have him fly over. Oh, I gotta grab. So I'm gonna have him flying above Old Bog. So you can better survey the area because he's a squishy guy. And then I'm going to, for my bonus action, use a key point to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I think I'm good for now. I want to see what happens.
Okay.
Continue.
Kraumein. Briefly held. Beginning of this round, now free to take his action, begins to recite his own dark chant. And as he does so, you can see Pookie monster being drawn further into the tree. His boughs and roots begin to wrap around him. It is now Daisy's turn. Where did Daisy go? Ah, there's Daisy. It's coming after you, Soto.
Oh, okay. That was all right. That's fine. I'm trying to find.
If dodge was your action, maybe you didn't need to burn the key. We'll keep going.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, no, it's fine. My brain is not working because I'm nervous. Anyway, please continue.
All right. His father. Abandon this folly and join me. As she reaches out, she looks a little different than the other undead creatures here. And her attack is a little different.
Is she attacking Soto?
She's attacking you, old dog.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna silvery barbs that.
Okay.
So, roll that again.
All right.
What does that mean?
You don't take this damage until unless I roll another hit.
You take the lowest.
That's a miss.
I'm still dodging. Is she rolling at disadvantage?
That's true. I should be rolling at disadvantage. So if I take those two rolls, it would not hit. You don't need to spend that silvery barbs.
Pow! Technicality saves the spell slot.
Thank you. All right. Unable to grab a hold of her father, Daisy's just flailing madly, trying to grab you, bring you into a cold embrace. Elder Lily will go. And Elder Lily, who does not have friend on Soto?
What? Me again?
Elder Lily. Oh, you were attacked by Delilah already, weren't you?
Yes. Well, she missed, but yes.
Oh, I forgot. She would have gotten an opportunity attack on you as you left.
Oh, yeah. That I was thinking that, and then see, I'm so nervous. My brain's not working. Please
I'm
continue.
just going to bring her up there just to give her an opportunity attack.
That still
Miss.
misses.
All right, so Delilah, maybe she doesn't want to.
Doug also made a good point. When I spent that key point to bonus action dodge, I didn't use my actual action. Can I have the point back?
Yeah.
Thank
You'll
you.
need it. Not
Thank
a
you, Doug,
problem.
too.
It would seem that this one's going to go after Edwin then, Elder Lily. Just want to make sure she has the movement to get there. Yes, she does.
Ooh, no, that's a good one.
Edwin is still alive.
Yeah, Edwin.
Oh man,
Right.
this guy.
Round 2. At the top of this round, erupting from the ground, where Filiwan kind of churned the earth,
Mm-hmm.
rise 6 skeletal creatures.
Oh my god.
They're in the initiative order. And we will start the next round with Old Bog.
All right, skeleton right next to Old Bog, Daisy. I'll turn my back on Daisy and just look at Soto and just shake my head. Like, do what you need to do, but I'm not hitting my daughter. So I turn my back on Daisy and I'll swing twice at the skeleton next to me.
All right.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, target. Target. Okay, am I targeting?
I don't think so. Are you hitting the letter T over the target that you want?
Yeah,
Oh, weird.
it's like not
Oh,
sticking. Okay, it looks like it's stuck.
Yeah.
Looks like it's stuck. Okay, target and swing.
All right, that's a
Hey.
solid hit.
Yeah.
13 points of damage, and that is exactly what you needed to destroy this thing.
That guy. All right, and that's only one swing. Got another swing. Not hitting Daisy. Anybody else in range? Is this guy in range?
If you take a step forward here, you can hit this guy. Just move 5 feet. Yep.
Yeah.
Here?
Yep.
And second swing. Click. There we go. Second swing.
Oh, that's a hit.
Still nice.
10 points of damage.
All right, and first time you hit any creature with the staff in your turn, the creature must succeed. Okay, so the first hit was on the first skeleton, so that restrained feature from the staff does not come into play here. End of turn. I'll hang on to my points, my superiority things. End of turn.
Okay. For some reason, Foundry can't do math and thinks 13 minus 10 is 0. So it's going to get back 3 hit points. All right.
All right.
Tsuyoki is dead. And there's a reason why I'm leaving her corpse on the ground.
Oh.
Mhm. Yep.
I love that for us.
Theodore is going to go. Got Kieran in his face, but Old Bog, who do you want him to go for?
Conjuro.
Right, so it'll be a disadvantage because he's got someone in his face. I think it's control.
Oh shit.
It's a miss. Second arrow.
Yeah. Disadvantage is gonna be rough.
All right. Edwin. Arlo, who do you want Edwin to go after?
Does he only have ranged attacks? Does he have a dagger or anything like that? Or
He has in his possession a short sword that he
okay.
can make 2 attacks with.
Mm. Well, yeah, I think that you may as well go after Elder Lily. I know she's resistant, but she's right there, and
Yep.
that makes sense.
Drops his bow and swings first once with the short sword. That's a miss. Well, that's a hit. All right. And second attack. That's a miss. All right. Kieran will now go and will turn its wrath on poor Theodore back here. Ouch.
Ooh.
Theodore's still alive with 3 hit points.
Karen and Elder Lily and all these spectral ones, are they? They're kind of floating.
Yeah, they're incorporeal. There,
Okay.
yeah. He's not doing anything. Kokoro, you're up.
Okay. We're gonna try the same dance again, and I'm going to bonus action use Bardic to do unsettling words on Kraumein and try to do Crown of Madness
Okay.
on him. So let me see if I can't target him. Okay, maybe if I shrink this. There, yes. Oops. There we go. So we're gonna try to do maps again. And whatever he rolls minus a d8.
And that one. You're rolling that one for a saving throw.
Holy cow.
All right,
Nope.
so clearly failed, and he is now under the effects of Crown of Madness.
Yes. So he has to use his action to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I eventually choose, and I will choose Pookie. That way he's just wasting his turn. And then the target. Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
That could come in handy.
And then
Enid. Oh, sorry.
Wait. No, it's okay. Actually, I am going to. I'll tell my dad that I can bring mom back if if he chooses to end this madness. Like, clearly, it's already cost you your wife.
Okay. I'll let you make a persuasion check at disadvantage because it's not your full action.
Fair enough, good sir. Okay, let me get back to my skills. Where'd they at? Okay, persuasion at disadvantage.
Mhm.
Okay, I just rolled twice, I'm sorry.
No worries. Take that. And that's not.
But wait, there's more. If you have
Okay.
as I have silver tongue, so I can treat any roll of a 9 or lower as a 10. So technically, my roll was. Oh wait, I thought I rolled lower than that.
Yeah, I don't know what Foundry's doing with these checks. How does this 6 plus 10?
Oh, it's because that's because of my ability. It's counting.
Okay.
It's taking into account my feature. Yeah. So
Okay. So 15 is the lower of the two rolls.
Yep. I can't roll under a 10.
All right. Okay, that's what happened.
Mhm.
Let me just check what his.
And anytime I talk, you just hear it in echoes, like crows cawing.
All right, you see Kanzuro look over at you as he was once focusing on killing Theodore. When you say this, and as he's raising his hands to cast another witch bolt, like Darth Vader's master or whatever his name was, Sith Lord, he turns and looks at your mother's body on the ground. And with that successful persuasion, he will lose his action this round
What?
as he hesitates.
Well done.
Get out, the Rizzler!
All right. Enid, you're up.
Now that frantically dust off all the dust and the blood that's like spilling onto the ritual, and just reach into my pack and take out Kieran's feather that I stole from his corpse.
Oh yeah.
Their corpse. And I'm just gonna like really, really, really concentrate on transferring, hopefully, me as the Spiritsong into the feather.
Into the feather. Interesting. Can you make a performance check for me, please?
can do.
All right. As you hold this feather, you pull it out of your backpack. You focus all your thoughts and all your power and energy into reciting the next verse of the Spiritsong, and as you do so, try to flow that energy into this feather. Can you make what is your passive perception here? I'm just going to take a look.
Not entirely sure or where to find that on this sheet.
I see it. It's an 11. It doesn't seem. It's inert in your hand. There's no haptic feedback or any kind of sensation or to indicate to you that anything is working.
That's just where my concentration is.
All right. But you're now 2 verses into your ritual. And it's now the skeleton's turns. 2 of them on you, Enid. You'll have 2 on you, Old Bog, and 1 on you, Soto. Actually, Harlow, that's you. Yeah, Harlow, it's going to go after you. So I'll do you first because they understand that Enid is doing something bad, and they want to stop Enid. This seems to be their motivation.
Okay, so it's attacking me.
Get to
Got
Enid.
it. When it attacks me, I have a reaction for Quick Shield, which will give me +4 AC until my next turn.
Okay, that you only have to spend that reaction if it hits you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it has all these skeletal birds have these rusted, jagged, old swords, scimitar-like almost, and so it's going to swing with that. That's going to be a miss. All right, Enid, you have 2 of those attacks on you.
Do we have any cover under the table?
Good point.
I'll give you 2 AC. I'll give you partial cover.
Ooh.
That.
Yeah, that's something.
All right. So, first attack. Nat 1. Second attack. All right. Even with the partial cover, I think a 20 is going to hit. Okay. So you'll take 5 points of damage. Enid, you are still up.
Did one of the skeleton birds move on me? Because I have a reaction to take. Brace is a maneuver.
All right. I'm about to attack you now, Holbog.
Okay. Do I get to attack the one that moved towards me?
Yeah. One of them moved like 5 feet towards you, right?
Okay. Can I use my reaction called Brace to
Sure.
maneuver? All right. Cool. All right. Features. Earn a superiority die. Get a reaction attack. Oh, I gotta target. Swing at that one. And I get the superiority die damage if that's a hit. Superiority damage is
D6.
it's a 6.
D8. All right. So another 5 points of damage. All right. So you smash another skeleton into dust.
Haha. All right, cool. And now they can attack me.
All right. So this guy will attack you. Oh, that's why you're doing bludgeoning damage.
Yes, with the stick.
All right. So this guy would be down too. They're vulnerable to bludgeoning.
Ooh.
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 Wow. All right, cool.
Okay.
Good to know.
All right. So those are the bird folk skeletons. Khandro misses his action as he hesitates. Rashistel will now go.
Your siblings are shitheads.
I'm sorry. Fully aware.
Okay. It's going to cast a level 2 magic missile on you, Kokoro.
Okay.
So you are going to take 4 d4 damage, and you have to make a concentration check for each missile.
Does that count as a spell attack?
Magic missiles always hit.
Mm.
They always.
They always hit. I don't have to make an attack roll.
Dodge.
That's unfortunate.
That's why she's casting this.
I mean, it can
Yeah.
still hit one of my duplicates, even though it hits. It doesn't necessarily have to hit me. Right?
No, magic missiles are different. They will always strike true.
Oh.
Sorry. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. So, fortunately for you, you'll be taking 2 times 4, 8 points of damage, but you'll have to make 4 concentration checks.
Oh, he upcasted? Bitch. Okay, how do you want me to do the con saves? Just roll a d20?
Just roll d20, and
Oh, I guess I can just go on my sheet. Saving throws. So 4.
Yep.
Do I have anything to help? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
let's pass. Oh. 1 fails. Breaks your concentration.
Cool.
That's Rashistel's turn. Lila will go. She is going to go for you, old bog. No, is it? No. Soto. Going to go after you, Soto. As she passes by you, Harlow, you can get an opportunity attack if you like.
Oh, you're muted, Gmo.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I rolled it, but I'm not sure that it was targeted properly. So if I need to roll it again, I can.
Okay, no worries. And you can't take opportunity attacks with a ranged weapon. It has. Do you have a melee weapon?
It's the not equipped. I don't think because my frame I have it in the ranged format.
Oh, okay.
I have a dagger on me. I just don't know if it's oh, it does say equipped. I could do this.
You can take a slash with your dagger that's in your hand. There we go.
Oh.
Okay.
5 points of damage on the light. You take a quick slash at her as she passes by. Kokoro, you can take an opportunity attack too if you like.
I would love to. A disadvantage?
Nope.
Regular?
Yep.
Regular? Alright, I'm trying to find where my swords are because normally I don't really use my swords.
No, I think you had the wrong thing.
Well.
Okay, there we go.
That's 20.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's Sweet.
Oh, you have Kraumein targeted still?
Oh,
Don't do that.
sorry.
That would have been great.
I'm so sorry about that.
No worries, no worries.
I
I'll take the 4 damage on Delilah plus the. I think Harlow had the wrong one targeted too. So it's 4.
not me.
Killing it.
Literally at 20, but rolls 2 1s.
All right.
Can you tell I'm not a physical fighter? Because I can.
All right. I just want to see which one you wounded here. All right. So this one here, I'm gonna undo the damage on. Okay. Alrighty. We're good now. Delilah is slightly scratched by the time it reaches you, Soto. And she does so. She says, "Come to me, brother. This can all be over and we can all rest in peace." And she's going to try and take you into her embrace once more.
I'll be silvery barbing that.
No! Stop! Ah!
Wait,
Excuse me.
wait. We are silvery barbsing that.
Oh
for
my
sure.
god.
For sure. That's not happening. Oh, feel free to roll again.
All right.
Oh.
You're good with that, Soto? Is there something that you want to do instead, or
No, please go ahead.
Okay,
I'll
I'll undo that damage,
Yes, thank you.
and I'll try another attack.
Oh my god, thank you. Oh, that's much better.
That'll be a miss.
That'll be a miss. Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna give advantage to let's see here. Who gets advantage?
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm gonna give the next I'm gonna give advantage to Old Bog.
All right.
All
Well, just remember that. You got it.
Okay.
All right. It is now Scarlet's turn. As she appears behind you, Kokoro,
Bitch.
and will take a sneak attack on you.
Oh no.
On which one though?
We'll see if she hits, first of all. All right.
That definitely hit.
Actually, hold on, just let me roll it with advantage there. So you have advantage. If I got that 20, nope. All right. So let's see which one it hits. If it hits the mirror image or you.
Yeah, so I have to roll, I think, a d20, right? Yeah. Let's roll a d20, and then I have to roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. So let's go here, just a raw d20. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's okay.
Oh, no.
That just means I take some damage. That's fine.
So on top of the 8 damage, you're also going to take an additional 14. Total of 22 damage from the sneak attack. And
So I took 8 already?
you took 8 plus another 14.
Okay, so 22 total is what I've lost.
Correct.
Okay, I gotcha.
And as she slices, she tries to reach around from behind you as she appears and just kind of starts to draw her blade across your neck, and she goes deep, but does not enough to kill you outright. You see black tendrils of necrotic energy leave the blade and go towards who's the closest one here? Harlow. Harlow, you are going to take half of that damage in necrotic, 7 points of necrotic damage.
Oh god.
Just.
As she says to you, Kokoro, shh, it'll all be over soon. And she'll take a second swing at you.
Cool. Do the dance again. That misses.
That'll be a miss. So don't even have to roll for your mirror image. Cool. We got them all. Fila 1 will now go. Philowan sees what you are up to beneath the table there, Enid. And he kneels down, kind of crouches down just to see, and says, oh, now we can't have any of that, can we? And he kind of unleashes both his hands towards you, and as he does so, you see a swarm of greenish black biting insects come your way. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. All right.
Ooh,
Nice.
Good one. Good
You
one.
pass. You see this swarm of insects come flying your way, and you manage, maybe with your wings or something, manage to bat them away before they can reach you. And no
Nice.
damage is done. All right. Harlow, you're up.
Okay. All right, I'm going to start with my bonus action attack against Philowan.
Because you're making, yeah, it's already at disadvantage. Still a hit. All right. Solid
Okay.
hit for 9 points damage. Philowan is bloodied by that hit.
Okay. And then with my action, I'm going to move the mage hand up to be close to Kraumein. And I don't know if like I want to look and see if I can like see if the magic jar is on him. Like, does he have a bag on him, or does it seem like obviously somewhere nearby?
Okay. This is your action, right?
This is my
So-
action, yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check as you search Bad Pookie and Kraumein for this magic jar. All right. Yes, you do find it. Kind of nestled in with Kraumein as he's in this rib cage of Pookie. Beside him is where the heart would be for Pookie, a large black crystal.
Okay. How large?
Maybe about a foot tall, maybe half a foot wide, kind of in circumference or
Would you
diameter.
say it weighs 10 pounds or less?
Yes, it would.
Okay. Good to know. Noted. Thank you. End turn.
All right. Soto.
My siblings are so annoying. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Yeah. I think that my siblings are going to continue to be a problem. So, okay, so if I move from where I am right now, will I take 2 attacks of opportunity because Daisy's there and Delilah's there?
No, just Delilah can reach you
Oh,
because you're up in the air.
okay. Skeletons there. All right, yeah. I'm going to fly down, and I'll take the attack, and I'm gonna go fly down over here.
All right. All right. Before you move there, I'm gonna get the attack in on you.
Sure. That will hit.
All right. Not too bad. Only 8.
How close were you in the air? Just out of curiosity. Like if you're flying and Daisy's on the table, she can reach you still?
I'm going to say that Soto can fly above Daisy out of reach before descending.
That's nice, thank you.
So as long as you have the movement to go like 20 feet, yeah, you'll have 20 feet across and then 10 feet down. That's your 30 feet movement.
Yeah, because I've got 40, and then the winged boots are flying speed equal to walking speed. So, yeah, I can make it down there. Okay, so I still have my action and bonus action. So, for my action, I'm going to attack my brother because he's being a piece of shit. So, I will target. And do an unarmed strike, and I get 2 because I have extra attack.
Okay.
But before that, I'll just ask him, or say to him, you can still change your mind. We don't have to do this.
Can you make a persuasion check with disadvantage?
Certainly can. Alt or shift?
Control. Control is
Oh,
disadvantage.
control, sorry. Persuasion with disadvantage. Well, that's still pretty good.
Oh, that's still pretty good.
Still pretty good.
It's pretty good at this stage.
Ah, guys, you guys are rolling well. So Philemon, as you like fly over to him and descend, you see him looking at the boots you're wearing, and he recognizes Ulasar's feathers adorning the boots.
Mm-hmm.
And he lands in front of, and you land in front of him, and he says, as you say this to him, and he says, "Brother, but it is you that is on the wrong side." But with that successful persuasion, he's going to lose his action.
Yes.
If you're going, do you want to still attack him?
No, I'm going to attack Rochester instead. No, that's why I flew right there, because then I had the option to do either one.
Right.
No, I will attack Rochester instead.
Okay.
Can I say something to her too?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna attack her with my 2 unarmed strikes, and we'll see what happens. How come the first one didn't say what?
Yeah, the first one should have hit. I don't understand.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll the damage for it, though.
Okay. Let's see. Which is damage to 1 plus strength modifier.
Oh, it's just 1 plus strength modifier. That's it. Oh no,
Yeah.
no,
What?
no. This
So
this is your monk strike. So it should be. Let me see. Unarmed strike. 1 plus strength. Is that?
Yeah, is that?
That doesn't sound right for a monk attack.
Yeah, weird. That seems wrong because we're level 5.
Hold on, let me see. Unarmed. Step the wind.
Yeah, that seems. What?
That seems really weak.
Seems really
Hold on.
wrong. Yeah, what the heck?
Sorry, just gonna look this up. I don't want to give you the wrong damage here. Roll a d4 in place of the norm damage of your unarmed striker monk a weapon. Die changes to monk as you gain levels. So your monk damage is at 5th level, a d6.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
d6.
Okay. I was like, okay. So a d6. No, not 2, just 1. Jeez. Oh, well. That didn't go
1
very
plus your dex, so plus 3, so 4 points of damage.
Wow. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Cool. In that case, for my bonus action, I will now use a key point to use
Okay.
patient defense to dodge.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, that was very underwhelming, but hey, that happens.
That's all good.
All right. Kraumein is now. We're only on round 2. Okay, so Kraumein recites the second verse. And it's sinking deeper into Johwa Evertree. Daisy's turn. Daisy will attempt once more to drain your strength. Oh, bog.
All right. Ah, shit.
All right, so you take 11 points of damage, and your strength is reduced by 2.
All right. You gonna process that? It looks like the damage took. I'll process
Damage
this.
has taken, but your strength, I'm going to manually change.
If you could do that, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Elder Lily will now go. Try and dispatch poor Edwin back here. Oh, Edwin's lucky day. And that brings us back. Top of the order. Round 3. Old Bog.
All right. Looks like persuasions have been free actions.
I've been treating them. They really should have been bonus actions. But Philon, you would not have been able to use that patient defense.
Oh, do you want me to undo it then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get that key point back.
All
Okay.
right. I'll turn around. Bonus action. Try to persuade Daisy. Hun, this ain't you. Hun, this ain't right. Just go back to Shady Grove. Rest.
All right. Go ahead and make that persuasion. With disadvantage because you're using bonus action.
All right. Persuasion. I don't know how to get disadvantage.
Roll it again. And
Yeah.
all right. As you look into her face, as you plead with her to just leave, you catch like her face has almost been almost amorphous up until now, just kind of like this ghostly image of her, as you remember. But as she draws closer, when you say these words, you can clearly see how disfigured her face is from the flames. It's almost as if like her flesh is melting off her face.
I turn away, too much to bear, and I hop off the table.
Okay. You'll take the opportunity attack?
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to move you back to 1 second to get that
Target.
attack in.
Yep.
You're no longer dodging here, right? So
Correct.
I'll get that dodge off you. That's a miss.
Thank goodness. Hop off the table. Get next to Enid and swing first at this skeleton.
Okay. Oh. Double damage. It still has 1 hit point left.
I will burn a goad.
All right.
Superiority die.
Okay.
Goading. Got max damage on that one, so he goes down.
Smash that one.
And keep moving. Swing at the next one.
Okay. right. You are just like cleaving your way through these skeletons.
Slowing them down. All right. And one more step in front of Chondro. End of turn.
All right. Who do you want Theodore to attack? Old Bog.
Kieran with melee.
All right. Drops his bow, pulls out his short sword, and takes a couple swings at Kieran. All right. And second attack. Two hits. All right. Kieran's still up, but two good hits. Edwin. Harlow, who do you want Edwin to go after? Oh, you muted?
Sorry, thank you. Does Elder Lily or Kieran look like significantly more damage to him yet, or kind of similar?
They're kind of similar. Elder Lily might be a little bit more ragged.
Okay, then he'll just keep going at Elder Lily.
All right, still up. One more attack.
Let's go, Edwin. Doing some work.
Edwin is doing great.
Ooh.
And as he takes his second swing, you can just see Elder Lily disapparate into all these threads of black mist and smoke. And she is gone.
What? Edwin took down a little. That's amazing.
Nice.
NPC carry.
Yeah, for real,
NPC.
for real.
NPC MVP.
Edwin.
Couldn't call life alert. Let's go.
All right.
Oh,
Theodore
man.
is being attacked by Kieran. It's a miss. Wow. All right. Kokoro.
Okay. Bloodied and upset, I look at Scarlet. And I then turn my gaze to Kraumein, Philoan, and Ratchestel. And then I'm actually going to try to move. It would be 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Remember, all the hexes covered by the table is considered difficult terrain.
Yeah, I'll be moving around like here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll be like coming from there, and then there. Actually, it would be hold on. Let me do the math. Well, I would be in the same thing. Yeah. So my goal is to move right here. So I would take 2 opportunity attacks, one
All right,
from Scarlet and one from the bird bone guy.
Okay. First one from Scarlet. That'll be a hit. Let's see if it hits a mirror image or not.
I will. That's weird that it's giving me the action of counterspell because I don't have counterspell. But I'm actually going to barb that because I can't really take damage.
Well, you have mirror image, so. You have,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay. What? I don't know why it didn't let me pop that up. Hello, police? Okay. Oh my god, it's just like glitching me out.
All right, so one of your mirror images takes the hit instead, so you're down to 2.
Cool. And then
Second attack on you from the bird dude.
All right, yep. I'm not gonna risk it. I am gonna barb that one.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, because it's my turn, so my reaction be reset.
Okay, I'll undo that damage. And I'll attack again.
That's fine.
Still going to be a hit, at least not a crit. Go ahead and roll your mirror image. All right, second mirror image is gone.
Cool, so
You
I
don't
have
take any damage, but you only have one mirror image left.
Correct. And then let me remove that Silvery barbs. And then I'm going to move. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20. And I have how much movement? 30. I'll move here. Actually, let's make this bitch work for it. I'll move here. That'll be 25, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that's my full 30. And then I'll use my bonus action to talk to my dad. And there's 2 mirror images of me, and like I'll actually like put my hand on his shoulder, so like he actually feels the contact, so he knows it's the real me talking to him. And I'll tell him he's valued legacy for so long, and family for so long, and he's this close to losing the only family he has, and the only legacy worth his name is going to be what Kraumein does. So, please.
Make that persuasion.
Disadvantage?
This was your full action, right?
No, I'm using my bonus action for this.
So it'll be disadvantage, yeah.
But I am going to use my Kenku recall to use my proficiency to make it just a flat roll. So it says, I have a proficiency in skills of my choice, and I get advantage on skill checks I'm proficient with. Before rolling the d20, I can use this 3 times per long rest. So technically, I would be cutting the disadvantage out with that.
All right, straight roll.
Straight persuasion roll.
Pretty persuasive.
All right. So with that, you see Conjuro, your father, almost frozen now, in doubt. He sees what's unfolding around him. He sees your dead mother. He sees brothers fighting sisters and brothers, and the dead that have risen that are close to you. And he's just kind of scanning the room, and you can see doubt in his eyes for the first time.
And as a free action, I'm gonna take like my little hood that like gives me all the color, so like I'll actually like look like him, and then I'll tell him to protect me, and then I'm gonna cast silence on the area where Kraumein, Philoan, Rajastel, and Soto are. That's my action. I don't know how to do the area of effect with that though, so if you could help me with that, that'd be cool.
Kraumein. Counter spells. Remember, he still gets his reactions and bonus actions.
That is true. But at least that's a 3rd level spell slot that's out of the way.
Yep.
But let me burn mine, unless somebody has something that they can do about that. I do not. Cool.
All right.
So let me burn. Actually, where does it track spell slots in the pop out? Because I don't really see that. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, the little shield things in your...
Yeah, that's weird. It hasn't counted. I'm going to count the 2 Crowns of Madness and now the Silence. So I'm at a 2nd level spell slot.
All right. That brings us to Enid.
Same thing. Just thinking about all of my research. Thinking about Kieran's research. Just how the stars have aligned with the story of the Spiritsong. I'm just really doubling down.
Manifest it.
On this feather.
Go ahead and make that performance check again.
Yeah, no, it's not my. I mean, I have a +3. It's not my best, but it's not the worst. 10's not. It's better than what I got last time.
And I know you're trying to channel all this magic of the ritual into this feather, but can I ask what the intention is?
Sorry to interrupt. I forgot to use advantage. Oh, to give my advantage on the silvery barbs on the skeleton. I was gonna give it to Enid because I gave it to
All right.
Old Bob before, and he hasn't used it before.
All
Oh,
right.
that's right.
Because I know she's been doing ability checks to try to do the performance of the song.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Ian. Make another
One
roll.
more time.
Damn
Yeah.
it, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Same
it's
roll.
Same roll. Same roll.
Same roll.
Fair D&D. Fair D&D.
Okay.
too bad.
All right. So I'm just kind of curious. What is the intention you're putting like with this feather? What is your intention with this feather?
Because I remember that in the original Spiritsong, it needed a physical form, and so the sacrifice took on the form of the talisman, the token. And so I'm taking something that's meaningful to me, hoping that it's me I'm sacrificing to create the Spiritsong by using the feather as the talisman, as the placeholder of the Spiritsong. That's the intention.
Okay. Again, as you recite the third verse of the ritual, you are uninterrupted. It is complete, and you continue to focus on using the feather as a focal point and to hold that power that you are putting into it yourself from your very being. Okay, excellent. The skeleton. Sorry, anything else needed?
Did we not pick up any like healing potions or bonus action-y healing that I could do for myself? Like I was looking through my inventory and I was like, I have bonus actions, but
I have a potion of healing from the like belt that I was given, but it's like in my bag.
don't know that. So yeah, no. If we didn't get any potions of healing, then no. That's it.
No. All right. Birdfolk skeleton dude's gonna take another swing at you, Harlow.
Is that a hit?
That looks like a hit.
I will use my reaction interception style to.
Okay.
Interception style is just a
Actually,
reaction. Yeah.
I have a reaction as well to do the +4 to my AC if it hits me. Is that?
Okay. So what'd your AC be then?
It would be 17.
And that would make it miss. It's like a reactive shield almost.
Yes, exactly. So it would be just until my next turn, and then
Okay.
you can save your reaction.
Good.
Awesome. Okay. Harlow's reactive shield goes up. Your AC 17 until the end of the until your next turn, right?
Yes.
Conjuro simply stands there, confused, not quite sure what to do next. Uses his action. Rashi style can do something. She is going to can't do that. Can she? She's gonna. Yeah, this is unfortunate, but she has no choice.
What?
She looks at you, Soto, and says, "I'm sorry, brother. This is the only way." And she looks over at Enid and sends 4 magic missiles.
No. I can't do anything.
Enid, you're going to take 4 times 4, 16 points of damage.
I will gift my Surge of Vigor. I have I have the Blessing of the Suffering Heart. I can use my reaction and gift my Surge of Vigor. Or gift that to Enid. Surge of Vigor. As soon as I find it. Surge of Vigor. Shit.
Oh,
6 to Enid.
All right. So Enid, you have 6 hit points.
Healing.
Okay. It's like I had 3 hit points, so it would be like negative 13. But no, it just equals out to 0, and now I have 6.
You have 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's Surge of Vigor, right? It even comes into play when you go to 0. So you would have went to 0,
that's nice.
right? And then you just bounce back to 6.
Thank you.
I'm curious, what does that look like? Oh, Bob.
What
as
does
you gift
Surge of
this-
Vigor look like?
Yeah, how
Like,
did you gift it to Enid?
do you remember the scene in Pulp Fiction when the character gets stabbed with that? It has a drug overdose, and they just get stabbed with that adrenaline pen.
Oh, the adrenaline.
The EpiPen,
Yeah.
where it's just
Yeah, the adrenaline pen, and you just literally just rock it back to life.
That's quite the search. That's awesome. Okay. It is now Delilah's turn. Where are you, Soto?
Hello. I'm over here. Oh, it's a party. It's a family reunion.
It is a family reunion.
Wow. How nice for me. Stop. Ugh. Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Okay.
11 points of necrotic damage. Soto looking a little rough. Still up. Now Scarlet's turn. And Kokoro, you're all the way over there.
Yeah, that's right. Suck it. Go after somebody else.
All right. So what Scarlet is going to do is just finish off these guys. It'll be a straight attack on Edwin. It's a miss. Second attack. Edwin is still alive with 2 hit points.
Go, Edwin.
All right. Brings us down to Philowan, who, through your words, Soto, also has a moment of doubt and fails to act this round. You can see Kraumein is getting a little annoyed that his minions are not as effective as he would hope them to be. Harlow, you're up.
Okay. I have seen Kraumein is distracted. He's used his reaction. He's casting a spell. He's irritated. He is not paying attention to what he thinks is safe. So with my action, I'm going to use the mage hand to grab the magic jar.
Doink.
It's going to take like the 5 meters to be side by side with Soto and hand it to Soto.
Oh man, the responsibility.
With my free action, I'm going to yell, "Fly! Disengage! Get it out! To Edwin! Don't attack! Go!" And with my bonus action, I'm going to attack Ratchistel.
Okay. All right, she takes 7 points of damage from your ranged attack. She's a little wounded. She's still up. Her robes are singed and torn now, but she's still in good shape. All right, anything else from Harlow?
But
Soto.
Which means it's my turn. Okay, yeah, I am. He is not going to disregard that instruction. So, let me check myself here. So. Sorry, I couldn't read for a second. Okay, so, yeah, for his action. Wait. So, action, disengage. But then I would like to use a key point to use Step of the Wind as bonus action and then use dash also. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are out of here. So we now have 80 movements, and I'm disengaging. So
Disengaging.
yeah. So
So you need to fly. You need to fly up by 10 feet. So that's 10 feet of movement to go
yeah.
up.
So I can still move 70. Correct.
Yep.
Okay, which then could still take me all the way over here.
All the way over there. Yep.
Yep.
The entrance is kind of blocked by Edwin and Theodore, though, so can't get
Yeah,
past them.
that's fine. I mean, worst case scenario, I use myself as a meat shield. He gets the crystal out of there. So
I did yell like to Edvin disengage too, so I was like imagining like relay.
Get out of the way.
Like,
Go.
pass the baton.
Sort
so
of
we,
thing. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see. But I will move, Soto over here to where Edwin is.
All right.
And
We're
then,
going to stay 10 feet up.
Yes.
are you using your free action to give him the heart? The jar? Sorry.
Can I?
You can if you like.
Don't risk
Okay.
it, man. Stay in the air. Stay away from Scarlet.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, the thing's like, too, like, Edwin goes before Scarlet next turn. If he can disengage, he can just dip.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna free action. Whatever happens, free action. Give the jar to Edwin, and say, "This is in your hands now. Don't lose grip. Do not. Just take it. Take it and go."
All right. So I lowered you down 5 feet so you could actually give it to him.
Okay, that's fine.
He has 2 hit points, though, dudes.
Well, he can still disengage.
Yeah, disengage and just
Yeah, I
get
know, but
the
he's-
hell out.
So there's got more
Right.
movement.
But it's now Kraumein's turn. And it's a choice here. You can either do the third verse of the ritual, but he sees the vessel that he needs being jetted out of the cavern. So what will he do?
Could he see the exchange from there? With his tiny little eyes? Inside of a giant metal thing?
Just out of his range.
Across a table of bramble and disrupted earth.
This
Out
could
of
be the
range.
Through the populace.
Okay. It's like football. We're going.
Kyle.
We're running into we're going to the end zone.
I'm just gonna see what he has here. Oh,
Oh, no, don't say that.
No, hard pass.
okay. I thought it radiated from him, but it's got an actual range.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So I think he has to go nuclear here.
No.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's got no choice but to go nuclear.
Oh no.
You gonna leave? Maybe?
Self-destruct sequence.
If he does anything explosive, it's gonna blow up his jar too.
Ooh.
It won't affect
Objects.
the objects or the undead,
Oh my
but
god.
everything else in this room.
In this room?
What? Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh man, come on.
What is that?
This is a nuclear option. This is
Oh my god.
Circle of Death?
Circle of 6 devil. Oh, 6 level. I can't speak. What? Ah!
Nope, can't do that.
hold on. Kieran, Daisy's not going to be affected. Delale's not affected. Skeleton's not affected. Arcane Hand's not affected.
Just a save or
Each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw.
Is Kraumein undead because he's like the body is not dead?
Kraumein is not. All right.
would he take damage?
Fuck.
Oh shit. Okay, so everyone has to make a con save.
Yeah. Oh, not 20. Who rolled that? Harlow.
Oh, I pass. Oh, but I
Oh.
still take what, half?
I'm gonna take half damage though.
Oh, shit.
All right. Are any of you still up?
What is the
I have-
damage you take when you?
How much damage did we just take?
Yeah, how much
I
did we
think-
take?
You,
I took half.
Yeah, he took half. So he
I'm
rolled.
still
How
up.
much damage did he take? Did he roll? 29. So he
I'm
didn't
still
roll
up.
that high.
With a nat
So
20,
what's
you take half.
half?
Yeah.
No, with a nat 20, she still gets half, not a fourth.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn, that's
I'm still
unfortunate.
up. I'm still up. I've got
So
5.
Is
So
it
what's
14 or
14?
15?
14, right?
Oh, it automatically did for me.
It automatically should have reduced your hit points.
I'm up.
Oh, I'm still alive.
I
Bog's
am
down.
God.
still alive. Who's down?
Bog.
No.
I can bring you
And-
up. I'm gonna bring you up.
I'm still
Okay.
up.
Pretty much everyone else in this room is dead too.
Wait.
1 second.
Oh, great. That's great.
Bilowan is down.
That's great for Soto. That's great.
Rashi Stell is down.
Scarlet? Did Scarlet die?
Scarlet is down.
Oh my.
Wow.
Serious? Right
That
now?
was a nuclear option. Holy
is
cow.
nuts.
Okay. Soto's an only child now.
Oh boy.
Edmund is down.
What about my dad?
Theodore is down.
Oh my god.
Holy. Oh my god.
Conjuro is still up. Who else do we have here? I think that's it. Enid is down.
Maybe.
Where did that go? And Harlow still
I'm
up.
up.
Arlo, can you?
Oh, Bog is down.
Bog is down. Yep.
Bog is down. No, my boy. My boy.
Kokoro, you're still up.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, what happens here is as he sees the soul in this magic jar being relayed out of the chamber, Kraumein stops his ritual for this round to yell simply, "No, only death shall abide this chamber." And with that is this enormous black burst of necrotic energy that just radiates out from the center of this room. And you can see the souls being drawn out of your siblings, Soto. Philoan, Rashistal now just fall to the ground, husks.
Oh my god.
Edwin, Theodore as well. Enid, Old Bog, also down.
Soto's
No.
still up, though?
I'm still up. I've got 5 hit points.
Okay.
5 hit points. 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 5 hit points.
And then what's the rule with the jar? How far do we need to get it away from him?
100 meters.
300 feet.
100 feet.
Oh,
Oh,
100 feet. Okay, good.
Daisy's coming after you, Soto.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna hit. Damn it. Yeah, he's down.
Knocks down. And that brings us to top of round 4. Old Bog,
that's safe.
death save.
You got this, bud.
nat 20.
Oh!
Oh, that was almost.
That was so
So
close.
I will say this. I will say this, though, guys. You can still count this roll if you want. But the way we described that going down rule, the death rule, your option here is you can forego these death saves and just do the critical success now that your character dies. Be one final act from Old
One
Bog.
final act. 5, 10, 15.
Can we say anything before he makes his decision or no?
This really is Old Bog's choice. If there's something that you think you can influence him with, yeah, feel free. But this
So
is,
Harlow does have a potion, and I do have a way to heal people. So we can bring 2 of us up.
Yeah, but Soto just went down. Is there any way? All right, so Soto went down.
From Daisy.
Daisy is still with them, right?
Mm-hmm. She's the one that downed me, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I'm gonna Blaze of Glory try to pull Daisy away from Soto and stay down. 5, 10, 15 grapple, and I'd move us both in this direction before Daisy has a chance to steal canister.
to keep my Kieran is also up over here too.
Them being incorporeal, can they grab objects?
No,
Oh, they can't grab objects.
no, they cannot grab. They can't
Can
interact
I-
with objects.
Can I grab them?
You can, but it'd be it's hard. It's like trying to grab a ghost. It'd be like it'd be a disadvantage on your athletics check to try and grapple them.
And I already
see
lost
that.
some strength.
So he gets a critical success in whatever he chooses to do.
It is.
Okay. Can you bring Enid up? Do a fucking final adrenaline check.
I don't know how I could bring Enid up.
Just a medicine check. Wouldn't that stabilize her? So she doesn't have to do death rolls?
Yeah, but that doesn't give her hit points though, right?
Yeah, but I can do that. We have a potion.
So you're asking Old Bog to give up his life to stabilize units.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't want him. I don't want him to give up his life
Yeah.
at all. I want to bring that man back up. I don't want to lose Stool Guy. We have 2 ways of bringing people up right now.
So I just take the success on my death saving throw. You're saying?
And then Harlow, I can bring Enid up, and Harlow can bring you up.
All right, I'll take the success on my death saving throw.
Save the blaze for when we need it.
We're still. Yeah, the blaze isn't going to be that blazy, so we're still in it.
Just
I'll
goes
take
to grab the ghost, whiffs.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
just so you know, this is the point where you decide. You cannot, like, on your second or third death save, decide to go blaze of glory. You have to
What?
decide now.
For
What if I
just
come up and then go back down again?
yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I
every
wanna
time
know.
you go down, you have that.
Okay,
choice.
Yeah.
Every-
Every time we go down,
Yeah, then
okay.
I forgo the blaze. I'll take the success on the saving throw.
All right. There's
Woo!
a field of dead people in this room.
Oh
now.
my god.
They're like dead now, right? Dead.
Right.
I guess they can still make saving throws.
There's nobody alive by the entrance anymore. Closest one is Harlow. Kieran, come back and attack you.
Oh
Nat one.
yes.
You just saw Enid's face under the table and just couldn't even fucking. The shame.
All right.
'Cause
Kokoro.
that would have hurt.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Enid. I don't know what level yet, though, so let me target. I don't really have second level spell slots yet. Yeah, I don't know what it's giving me. I have like, do you know why I have extra spells under my third level spell slot? Like I have count.
It might be from your brand new instrument.
I have a brand new instrument.
Remember, you found that instrument in the ancient ruins. It should be in your inventory. Hold on, let me see.
Didn't even realize that at the moment. Wow.
You have the shamisen of ages.
Not me. Totally forgetting about that. Good lord, it's been a minute. Okay, so let me look at that really quick. Then my inventory.
Mhm.
Journal items. Is it under items? No.
Get that
How do
down for you.
How do I go to the journal? Or the
If you just click on it, it'll appear in the chat now. You can see it in the.
Sorry, y'all.
Shamis.
Good lord, I had no idea I have that. Message. Does it use a spell slot to do these casts or no?
It'll tell you how many times you can use it.
Yeah, but or if it costs, it doesn't cost me a spell slot though, right? It's like an ability that the instrument gives me.
That's correct.
The magic has a bardic inspiration. When you grant bardic inspiration, the target can add an additional one. Good lord, did not know that shit. Okay, cool. Well, shit. That would have been helpful before. That's okay. I'm still gonna do what I was gonna do though. So bonus action, healing word to Enid, and I need you to live, girl. So I'm gonna burn a third level spell slot for that. Okay, I do have a third level spell slot. I don't know why it's not letting me upcast that.
What does it say?
It doesn't even. It's not showing. It's a first level spell, but I can upcast healing word.
Right. So you cast the first level spell, and then in the pop up it'll say what level do you want to cast this at.
Yeah. and I chose 3, and then it said I have no 3-level spell slots yet, but I have 2 open ones.
Hold on, let me just double check that. No, they're both gone.
I haven't used a 3rd-level spell yet.
So blank. If it's blank, it means it's spent.
Oh, if it's blank, it means it's spent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't used any 3rd-level spells. Okay, so then
So,
I
yeah,
would.
you should-
Yeah. Oh, that makes. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
so
filled would be that I used it, but okay. So I understand. So now we're good because I did use all my 2nd-level spell slots.
Right.
So now I can do this and then cast on Enid, and then that should make sense, right?
Enid, you're at 12 hit points now,
Hey.
and you're no longer unconscious.
So she's back up. So that was my bonus action, and then is Daisy blocking the way in, or can I go around her to exit?
No, you cannot. You have to go through Daisy.
Mechanically, can we walk through them and it, like, is that what you mean? Or we're going to have to take her down first?
No, you cannot walk through them. They can walk through you.
Gotcha.
And then how is she looking?
How's Daisy looking?
Yeah, I don't think what a lot of people.
Daisy's not injured at all.
Okay, that's unfortunate. So
Is Soto down?
I'm down, yeah.
Soto is down, but I can't do much about that. What I can, no, I am going to try that. Okay, I'm going to use my. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to cast silence again on Kraumein in that area.
Okay.
I don't really know how to highlight the area.
When you cast a spell, it'll bring up a little template that you can drag around and drop wherever you want.
Cool. But I'll have to use a 3rd-level spell slot for that.
Okay.
And then I think I would want it right outside of. That wouldn't be messing with Enid, right?
If Enid is inside the area of effect, then it would. But if not, then no.
Can you see it from my end? Do you know if that's touching her or not?
I can't see it.
It
I don't-
has, I think, Delilah, Philoan, and Kraumein.
Can you
highlight
edit?
it but not Enid?
Can you edit it after I lay it down?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah. So I want it to not touch Enid. Oh, okay. It just shot me to.
All right. Enid. It made you deafen. No, Enid was in it.
She was in it. Okay. I want to scoot it a little bit. I want to away from her, like just like so that she can still do her thing. Really. If you can scoot that for me.
Yep, that's fine. We'll just leave it like that. It just took that condition off of Enid. We're good.
Okay, so she can still do everything there. So she's not in it. And then, yeah, I mean, with my reaction, I mean, it's not gonna be able to persuade the roll, but I'm just gonna look at my dad and just keep telling him to do the right thing. Legacy changes.
All right. Persuasion. Disadvantage.
Okay, and I'm gonna just use another Kenku recall just to make that a flat roll.
Okay.
Advantage. Risen. What doesn't become who we are?
All right. You effectively neutered your father. He's not going to be very effective. All right. Is that it for Kokoro?
Shit.
I think you used your action, your bonus action, your movement.
I
You did a
haven't
lot there.
I haven't moved.
Oh,
That's
you
the
haven't
one
moved it? Oh, that was last turn. That's right. Okay.
that was last turn. I think I'm actually gonna have to stay here for now. I think that's gonna be my best bet.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit. I'll tell Harlow, obviously, to bring up Olbog.
Enid.
Gotta bring up Soto.
Whoever.
Up to you.
Oh my god. You're the one that can fucking book it the most out of any of us.
Mm-hmm.
You're under the table, brought back to life, back to consciousness. You can continue the Spiritsong ritual if you like.
I think the condition is still on me of silence, but
Oh, is it? Hold on. You're prone. Oh, you're silenced. Okay, sorry. I'll delete that. There we go.
not that it really matters.
Yeah.
But,
You're good.
yeah, fourth verse. Literally just like blood everywhere, coughing up blood. Can barely read what I'm saying. Fourth verse.
All right. You're close. And despite the burst of necrotic energy that ripped through this room just moments earlier, the shoots and the vines that were emerging from the ground, they were destroyed when he cast that spell. But when you recite the fourth verse, they kind of burst up with renewed vigor from the earth, and they start twisting around you, Enid, grabbing at your ankles, weaving up your arms. And yeah, the rest of you who are conscious can see Enid slowly being enveloped by these roots of the tree. It is now the skeleton's turn. I'm going to take a whack at Harlow.
I'm gonna use my reaction to give myself the. No, it rolled a 19, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll save it.
Okay. You'll take damage. All right. Conjuro. He is just simply stunned at all the death around him right now. Stunned into inaction. That brings us to Delilah.
Would he have seen me bring Enid back with healing magic? And maybe like that would ring in his ears as far as like that I can still save Mom? Because that was the very first, my very first persuasion check was telling him that I can still bring Mom back.
Yeah. He would have seen that, but I think amongst everything else going on here, it's still, everything is just a little
too much
more than he was expecting to happen here.
Don't you get when you align with the bad guys?
So Delilah is deafened and silenced. That doesn't stop her from moving and attacking. And she'll come after you, Enid. Under the table. Enid, still up. 2 hit points. All right. Arlo.
Because Kraumein like used his turn to attack, is that an extra round we have? Like it disrupted the ritual? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now he's silenced, so he can't. There's a lot of stuff happening.
Okay. The exit door, does Daisy take up the whole way? It's not like too wide. It's one.
Yeah, right there it kind of narrows to where Daisy is.
Okay. I can't get over to Soto, and I can't take out Daisy in one turn. So I'm going to use my action to administer the healing potion to Bog, hoping we can get through to Soto.
That's a
Gosh.
bonus action.
It's a bonus action. I don't have to use action.
Correct.
Okay. Oh my god, that changes things. No, we still need to take these out just to get out of here. I would still need to use my action to disengage. So I will use my action first, target Daisy, and shoot.
Okay. Ooh. Good damage.
Juicy damage.
Okay. And then I will use my bonus action to administer the potion to Old Bog, and it's 2d4 plus 2 heals.
Thank you.
So I can't get to Soto.
Who rolls it?
I don't know.
Harlow, you can roll. There would normally be a potion in your inventory where you would roll it, but
I have
Harlow,
one. It says it uses an action to.
Oh, okay.
So should I just
That's-
target Old Bog then and hit
Yep,
the potion?
yep,
Okay, cool.
yep.
I can't tell if I have. Yeah, okay, I do. How do I use it? Like I can click it, it just opens the description.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not actually in your inventory.
It's in the belt of useful items.
Yeah. Give me a second. I can add it. It is a. Did I say it was a regular potion of healing?
It just says, yeah, potion of healing, 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Okay. Okay, it should be in your inventory now. Weird. I don't see it though. I don't understand.
I could just roll 2d4
Yeah,
plus
I think
2.
yeah. Go ahead. It's faster this way. Just oh, it's in your belt. That's why. Got to take it out of your belt. Okay.
Seven.
Yeah.
7 points.
All right, I just processed it.
Okay.
Bog is back up. Thank you.
Yeah,
Harlow.
nice. You are welcome. And I guess with my free action, I'm going to tell you we have to get that thing out of here, save Soto, pull Daisy away.
Yep.
Soto, can I have you make your first death save for me, please? Or do you want to do the Blaze of Glory?
Can I ask a question, please? Can I ask a question?
Sorry?
Can I ask a
Mhm.
question? So, the crystal. Say, and because I've had time to think in the initiative order and
I have some questions that I like to ask.
yeah. If I use my Blaze of Glory to break the crystal, what would happen?
You would destroy the soul within it, which is Silverberry. And Kraumein's soul would die too. You would kill both of them.
So it would basically end this. Yeah, I've thought about this, and it's Blaze Glory time. Soto's going to use the last of his strength to reach out towards the jar where he just told Edwin to run with it, but in the end was someone else that he couldn't save. But he knows that in his pursuit of being selfless in this journey, that he was also selfish. But he wants this to be his final act of love for those who have been with him on this journey, as well as his ability to save all of you who he loves and his family and whoever's left, the whole world, really. So I think even though as much as he didn't want to be a hero like his ancestor, I think this is what he wants to do, and I'm at peace with that. So I want him to break the crystal.
Soto, in the last moments of your life, as the world starts to go dark around you and you hear the harried and the panicked cries of your friends back in the chamber, all you see is this dark crystal, mere feet in front of you. You could just muster the final strength to reach for it and smash it. Every bone in your body is broken. The pain is excruciating. You fight to stay conscious even though you need to travel only 2 feet to get to this crystal. Your hand, your fingers finally touch it. It's cold. It has a strange sense of evil around it. But you also find it odd in this final moment that something so powerful, something so dangerous also seems so fragile. Soto, can you please describe to me how you break the crystal?
I think this is stupid, but is it a twist lid or a cork on the
It
jar?
is just a black crystal. No, it doesn't open.
It's a black crystal. All right, we're getting to the crystal. I think that he'll just try to roll it around in his feathers for a moment and think back to all the good that he was able to do on this journey. And I think he also thinks about the promises that he can't keep anymore. But I think that as he shatters the crystal with its just one last grasp, he thinks that I think he wants to think of Merle and his kids and just think to himself, I hope the world is a better place. Yeah. I'm like so flustered right now, but I think that he just wants them to know that he's sorry and that he hopes that everybody else here can continue to live on and hopefully keeps them in keeps him in their hearts, and that this can all be water under the bridge.
And as you close your fist over this crystal, you can feel the cracks start to emerge along its surface. And as the crystal cracks and breaks it, you can feel the sharp shards start to cut into your hand, but it doesn't stop you. And as the thing almost disintegrates in your hand, you see for a brief moment what looks to be a spirit or some kind of apparition rise up out of this crystal in the semblance of Silverberry. And he's smiling at you before it rises up like a cloud of smoke and dissipates. And Soto sees no more. Back in the chamber, you suddenly hear a blood-curdling cry coming from Kraumein. No! No, I was so close. And before he manages to finish his sentence, you can hear the sounds of rending metal and flesh as Bad Pookie seems to be imploding, kind of crushing in on Silverberry's body as it does so, burying it into this tiny little, almost until it's nothing but more than a small sphere of metal and feathers and bone. And it falls inert and limp from the grasp of the Evertree. And he is dead.
I mean, technically, silence was still up. So
Yeah.
Didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, you didn't hear any of that. You just see him. See him. Oh no. That's even more scary, actually, in a vacuum of space. However, the threat of the undead is still very, very much present. Soto has saved you, saved the Dreamwood from an eternity of darkness and nightmare. But the scourge of the undead are still here. I'm going to continue on in the combat turn, and it is now Daisy's turn. And she'll turn back. Actually, with Kraumein gone, Daisy turns back to look at you, Old Bog. And she smiles before disappearing down the hallway. That brings us to the top of the next round. Old Bog, lying on the
All
ground.
right. 7 hit points. Second wind. Adds another 14 hit points. Stand, and this is
Kira.
Yeah, and what is Kieran still aggressive towards us?
No. It would seem with the demise of Kraumein, whatever hold he had on them is gone.
All right. Half movement because I'm standing.
Right.
But jump over Harlow on top of the table and swing down on this skeleton.
Okay.
Target. Target. Swing.
Not 20.
Yo,
That's the way to finish this.
the poetry.
All right. Describe to me how you just decimate this last skeleton.
Just overhand quarterstaff bonk on its head, and it just poofs into a puff of smoke.
All right. Anything else from Old Bog?
That was only one attack. Any other baddies around?
Just Delilah and Kieran and Conjuro, if you consider him a baddie.
Well, I don't have any move. I'll jump off the table. Here. I don't think I can use my second swing. But I don't think these apparitions, I think they're going to take off. So forgo the second swing, end of turn.
Now Kieran's
Actually,
turn. Yep.
Go
ahead.
I don't think I'll have any more. I wanted to try to get back to this space, but I don't think I'll have enough movement.
Yeah, I think that might be too much.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15. Probably have to stay there. I'm probably out of movement altogether. End of turn.
All right. It's now Kieran's turn. Kieran, Enid, as you are lying beneath the table, about to conclude this ritual, being entombed, almost alive within the roots and boughs of the Evertree, Kieran approaches you, sees you clutching their feather, and reaches down for you to take and offers you their hand.
In what way?
They get down on one knee just to get down to your height beneath the table. They're looking at you and they seem at peace. And it's not a threatening gesture. It's just an outreached hand towards you.
Does it seem like they want me to stop? Like they're...
No, they just want you to take their hand.
I'll take their...
All right. It feels odd. It's nothing really physical to hold on to, but you feel there's a bit of resistance and a sense of cold as you touch their hand. And as you do so, it's almost like a rush of wind, almost. It's kind of rush into your chest and lungs. And you can feel suddenly the feather that you were holding vibrate almost violently. Kokoro, you might have recalled it is a similar sensation that you had when you were holding Pookie's feather. Almost similar kind of thing. Kieran is gone. Whoops. But not completely. You are not alone, Enid, within the grasp of the Evertree. Kieran is with you now. And you hear a voice, their voice. Let's do this together.
I respond.
Mhm.
We'll meet in the stars.
In the stars. Kokoro.
There's a lot of shit that's gone down. As my what does the table situation look like?
It's still a bit of a mess.
Yeah. Um.
You do
Okay.
see Enid almost completely covered now.
I'm gonna. Fuck. I mean, I'm gonna look and turn to Enid and tell her thank you. We all kind of knew what we were getting into, but it didn't have to be you. Glad music resonated within you as much as it did within me. And I'm gonna brush her cheek, step back, take a look at my dad, and tell him that destiny is always in our hand to change. We're not determined by our ancestry or our blood or beholden to any of that. And then I'm going to use my last spell slot to bonus action healing word and bring my mom back up. And then I'm going to take out my shamisen and join Enid musically in finishing the Spiritsong with her. But I want to cast Spirit Guardians, but not in like a way of like to damage anybody, but really more like to protect her. And I'd like the spirits to be people who we've helped, who have helped us. Olasar, Soto, Ruth, Koji, Professor Rooster, who I thought was sus, but he was actually a good guy. His Hoojesty, Big Hoot, Daisy, the Queen. Daisy's mom, I'm blanking on her name right now.
Cassie.
And then everybody from the Copper Vat, just people and everything that's kind of led us to this point and supported us in some way or another. And yeah, just like more of like a spectral reverence to protect Enid's sacrifice for the good of the Dreamwood. And I'll end my turn.
And more. I want to, if I have room, just like reach out to Harlow and give her my astrolabe. No words, just give her my astrolabe. And I want to look at the bog and do my best of a salute without being able to move. And just very last, like, just smile at Kokodo, because I know that he's going to play my song. No, that's not really a sacrifice. Be where I want to be, and I know that it won't be forgotten. And then I'll finish the final verse.
And as the last few words escape your lips, your face is covered by vines and leaves. as you are drawn almost into the ground, pulled down almost by these roots. The rest of you seem like it looks like Enid is being pulled into the earth at this point by the roots. But what happens at the end of that process, there is a small twisted bundle of branches, and piercing it, woven amongst them, is the feather from Kieran. And that is all that remains of Enid. And when that happens, there is a strange silence that falls over the room. And in that silence, you see for a moment the spirit of Delilah make a quick round to Rashistel, Philoan, and finally to Soto. And as the song begins to emerge from this tiny little bundle of twigs and feather, see Soto's spirit rise and accompany Delilah. And then you are alone. So, we're going to advance a little ways here. And we're going to go visit some of these places. I'm going to start with down below.
Oh shit.
I have
Can I
things
not
to
just
say
be
to
there?
Merle.
Can you describe for me, Alexia, how you think Merle, Ruth, TP, and Marcel would remember Soto?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think that they would remember him as being someone who tried his absolute best to be a good partner, a good father, a good role model, to give as much love as he could because of how he felt in his childhood with his own parents. And he wasn't perfect, but he did honestly try so hard. And he could be stubborn at times, as we know, but I think they'll just remember him as this warm and comforting presence that just always made sure they were loved.
In the home of Merle and Soto, there's once more the sound of children laughing. This is some time after the Spiritsong has been restored within the Dreamwood. And as Merle prepares their meal, he stops for a moment to glance up at a mantle where he sees a sketch of Soto and himself and the children in happier times when they were together. And he holds up a glass of wine from the vast number of barrels that still surround their home. Yes. I miss you, Soto. Kokoro, where would you go after the events?
Oh man. There's a couple of things I think he would do. I think the first one being to probably drag Old Bog with him to talk to Merle about all the wine barrels that got delivered to his place and solve whatever, if any issues arose with that. Help him out, and then probably bring those up to the copper vat, and then he would probably stop by the knot and talk to his Hujusty about the events, everything that transpired, and honestly probably trying to get Soto like an honorable title as guardian of the Dreamwood after what he did, and just have him up there with Delilah as somebody that protected this place. Of course, all of this with heavy riz. Nobody can say no to me. And then probably would have a serious sit-down conversation with his parents about family and legacy and the past, the present, the future, what's coming, consequences of their actions, and letting them know that even though I'm still not who they've always wanted me to be, that I am my own person and my own bird. And that they just need to be okay with that. And based on everything that they've seen, to realize that like not all power comes from a good place, and we all have the power to make good decisions. And being that they hold a higher place in the Dreamwood, it's up to them to make sure that things progress in a better way for everybody that lives here. And then he'd probably go back to the copper vat, fuck around with Meatball for a bit, shoot the shit with Old Bog, and then just go wander and write a song about, probably several songs about this whole adventure, and just walk around all parts of the Dreamwood, neighboring, areas that have their own trees and things like that, and just kind of tell the tale of the ballad of Enid of Datura, the song of Bog the Bone Crusher, everything, and just kind of regale the stories throughout, doing what he really wants to do, and enjoy his freedom, knowing the family that he can always come back to. Now not just being his own family, but Bog and Harlow, Merle, and everybody at the Copper Vat.
And Harlow, where do you go?
The first thing, I think I would go along with Kokoro and Old Bog to see Merle, because when we had that fight with Pookie, Soto asked me to say something to Merle if they ever didn't make it. So I would want to pass that message along, which was that getting Ruth home was the most important thing up until the end. Their children's lives were the most important thing, and even putting the rest of the world in danger, then still sort of figured out another way to save everybody. But their message was to thank Merle, to say thank you for being there with them all along, to taking care of the family, to being, that balance when Soto felt like they were letting him down, even though in the end, that's the last thing that he ever did. And I would want to draw some nice art for them, like the family all together, and one of Soto looking really majestic, in all of his armor and garb and everything, facing on anything, looking really great with some glowing coming out from behind. And then I think I would try to find Vadric, because I would want to still get to know Enid better if I could, and take the astrolab and see if there was anything he left behind that I could find, or if I could help any survivors of Datura or learn more about that, because we had so little time to spend together to actually get to know each other from before, that I think figuring out what stuff mattered to Enid that she would have wanted to get to do, I would want to try to do that. And I would eventually, maybe working with the wardens or the elders, I guess, want to figure out, and with Professor Zuko, if there were any other people at the Luminarium connected with Silverberry that might have been influenced by him, if there was anything, if there was corruption there, if there were still people hiding with ulterior motives. I would spend a lot of time trying to work on that and figure out if that was still going on, and influence. This would probably take years and years and years, but it would be a goal to try to influence the way that power passed through the Luminarium to be more balanced and even and safe for other people. Make sure that the knowledge of the Luminarium was spread, that it was documented, that it was open to the public and not hidden, couldn't be, messed with, and all this stuff with the genealogies. And I would make sure that I spent a lot of time with Kokoro and Old Bog, because these two people, we spent a little bit less time together on our journey, but you two kind of paralleled Harlow's own journey. Old Bog with losing his family, and Kokoro with trying to rebuild something with the family you started with that never treated you right. There's so much that we have in common, and now everything we've been through, I would never want to lose those connections. So I think that's where I'd start.
Nice.
Lieutenant Baby.
Captain Toddler.
And how about Old Bog? Where does he go?
Well, 3 guesses where he goes. He pals around with you guys in your roundabouts, but he makes his way back to the stool. And Yeah, this is his stool over here. And Boggs
Maybe-
cutscene, he basically mopes around like a wet blanket for years. But his cutscene is when Ruth turns the equivalent of 21, and he brings Ruth to the vat, pours her a glass of old wine. Merle's in the back saying, "Now don't overdo it." And he's drinking a mulled wine with Ruth, saying how brave her dad was. He points up at the ceiling and says, "Aunt Harlow made those. There's little stars all over the ceiling." He says that's what Enid used to like, and boy, man, that was really some adventure. But drink up. Here's to Dodo and Enid. And Kokoro's off playing Piano Man, Billy Joel songs on the piano, and Harlow's there, and the gang's all there, and we just have a toast and drink to the way things should be.
Right. Beautiful. I'm going to end this campaign in Celine's Grove. As you all gather here, those who survived this ordeal. Celine and Thadric have returned from their mission in trying to cleanse the tour of the evil that resided there, and with the demise of Kraumein and the ushering of a new Spiritsong, all of the restless dead that haunted those deep tunnels are gone, and the tour is in the process of rebuilding. But as they do, she has invited all of you, though, and those who traveled at least a part of that journey with you on this quest, to come here to her grove to celebrate peace and harmony that has been restored throughout this Dreamwood. And she points to her wall, the same wall that seemed to have a star chart of everywhere, of everything that has happened and possibilities that could unfold. And she shows the 5 stars converging. And from there, 3 stars in particular emerge. Soto, what would your constellation look like?
Wow. I think because Soto liked Altus so much and his teachings, that I think it will look like a cloud. Because clouds like to, hang in the sky and watch over things. And I think that's what he's doing now.
And finally, Enid, the vessel for the new Spiritsong, held in place through your sacrifice and with your eternal friend, Kieran. What would your constellation look like?
I was trying to think of something like super deep, but I think it's literally just like 2 wings touching. Like they're flying in the sky together.
And as these constellations are mapped on Celine's wall, Thadric sits out in the yard with you, Harlow, pointing up to the sky, night sky, and Merle and the children sit near him and points up. And he's getting old now. He needs help getting around, but he still has a very bright twinkle in his eyes, and as he looks up and says, Enid, it has been many years since we sat together to look at the stars, and now here we are, you gazing down upon me. Thank you. It's because of you that. And as he looks around the children running around this grove, and you as he looks up at a cloud-shaped constellation. Thank you. You have done more than what anyone could ever ask you to do. Rest now and watch. We'll take it from here. And that's where we'll end this campaign. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. Yeah, thank you all, my wonderful players, the wonderful cast. You guys are amazing. I'll miss you guys. I'll miss this place.
Crazy.
But it was fun. Thank you so much.